Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rate the episode. Let me know what you think. The last of it. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, people. Who wanna roll? Who wanna roll with your boy? Who wanna roll with your boy? M50, 7800. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, people. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Yeah, we got episode 1. The Last of Us. The Last of Us. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready, people. This is my expertise right here. I said when I get out, let me go cop me a gas mask. Let me go cop me a respirator just in case. Just in case. Got the whoop a nigga ass gloves on right here. Can't feel. Boy, let a zombie run up on me. It's gonna be motherfucking problems. It's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Go ahead, copy a little 650M, you know what I'm saying? M50 Avon gas mask, the 7800 by 3M, NIOSH filters. You know what I mean? Stay ready. So you don't have to get ready. You wear you one of those? Oh yeah, you good. All kinds of breathing. You know, I got the US mail because there was a postal truck that crashed over. There was a body. I had to get the body up out the jacket. I got the jacket. I said, let me get the fuck up out of here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Rate the episode. What y'all think about it? What y'all think about it? And would you rather have a gas mask or a respirator? Don't let them fool you either. You can wear all of these with a beard. The regulations and the manual states that you can wear these with a beard. This is HBO. HBO is top of the line. I haven't seen anything wrong with HBO so far. This shit was good. Long as hell, but good. Long as hell, but good. Matter of fact, let me bring up the character descriptions so we can make sure we get all these names correct. We're going to walk through this together like we do in House of the Dragon. There won't be any recaps on my channel. We'll do everything for The Last of Us live. It'll be on Mondays starting next Sunday. Oh, yeah. All right. Last of Us cast. We got that keyed up right there. Kendall says she liked the pink. That's cute. These right here, these gonna save your lives. You going in there painting and anything, like you want to wear that gas mask if they throwing gas at you, like tear gas, any kind of chemical agents. Also, the gas mask is gonna protect. Well, these filters right here protect against alpha and beta particles, radiation particles. The M50 gas mask, it'll protect against all that radiation. Well, not, of course, not X-rays and gamma, but Either one of them will work. I prefer the gas mask because it got a drinking tube on there, so I can hook my canteen up. I got to get a canteen to go with it too. But let's go ahead and jump in it. This is The Last of Us, an HBO original. It's from the Emmy Award-winning creator of Chernobyl. Now, if you don't know about Chernobyl, that's a whole nother thing. Now, my expertise also that radiation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did for 6 years while I was in the military. So I know a thing or two. Let's see. Last of Us. What up, Brillo? All right. So the beginning of the episode, back in, I think it said 1968 or 63. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But the beginning of the episode had them back in the day when you could smoke, you know what I'm saying? When smoking was acceptable, you could smoke cigarettes. You could be on a plane smoking cigarettes. You could be on a talk show smoking cigarettes. You can do whatever you want. Now, there is a doctor up here. You're a little bit smarter than me, this gentleman right here, but he's explaining everything. If you look at this man right here next to him, you look at this man right next to him, he's like, damn, he's speaking facts. He talking that shit. You know what I mean? He's like, damn, man, doctor for real. Doctor tell you about that fungus. Now, the fungus that he was talking about that grows in ants, well, doesn't grow in ants. It actually takes over their body. What is it? The first time I seen it was on the History Channel, and then the Discovery Channel did a little segment on it also. So I always thought that was cool. And when they talked about it on here, I was like, damn, that's what's up. But basically, this doctor is telling y'all, listen, it's something like, nah, I'm not gonna compare this to the C-19. This is worse than the C-19. This guy niggas fucked up for real. But basically, he's saying there's gonna be a fungus that we ain't gonna be able to control, and it's gonna be the end of all of us. The end. Yeah, Brillo, that's real. I'll show you. Call them zombie ants. Cordyceps. Let me see if they got it. Oh, play for keeps. I keep saying 50 needs to get over on HBO, man. HBO's production is, there's no one that can compete with HBO. I'm just gonna be honest. When it comes to the production, here it go over here on Hostile Planning. You know what I'm saying? National Geographic. They got it, but yeah, they talk about it. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Basically, he's saying that fungus is gonna get in humans and it's over with for all of us. Not me, for y'all. I could probably survive something like that. I was a zombie half of my life anyway. Mine said just off the first episode, it's a 9 out of 10. I definitely agree, man. What they did with this and how close they are to the game. Like I said, I got The Last of Us 2 on my PlayStation. My brother plays the hell out of the first version. So I watched him beat this whole game. But how they got the comparison to the actual game, man, that made it easy for HBO. And all they had to do was put that backing behind it. That's good. But anyway, there's a fungus that could potentially happen. And now we in 2003. You know what I'm saying? I remember this like it was 20 years ago. Damn, it was 20 years ago. I graduated from school, '03. And guess what? Guess what? It's Joel's birthday. Happy birthday, Joel. Happy birthday. We got little Sarah in the kitchen whipping it up. She trying to make some breakfast. You know what I mean? Got the eggs. Ain't had no cheese in it. That's how you know they white folk. They just got regular eggs, just scrambled, just hard, just They ain't throw no cheese, no nothing in there. And she want to make some pancakes too. Now, Joel, he's waking up and he's like, man, the hell with all of that. The hell with all of that. Because y'all know how it is. I've never, ever in my life taken a day off of work for my birthday. I always worked on my birthday. My birthday is just another day that a nigga need to go to work and get paid. Now, you got to understand it's a little bit different because Joel is 36, or did they say he was 37? I think they said Joel turned 37. So me and Joel are the same age right now. And I'm looking at how he's living. He's got to wake up and drink coffee. When I wake up, I hit the gym. Then he has a daughter that he has to worry about too. So there's no taking off birthdays and having fun. You got to get up and handle your responsibilities as a father. His daughter's force feeding him to drink that Simply lemonade. Well, it's orange juice, but it's Simply. He's trying to drink that coffee because he know he got a long day ahead of him. He's already talking about he got to work doubles. And she's like, oh, Dad, doubles? Really on your birthday? Come on. Not knowing that he has to work doubles in order for these lights to stay on. If you look at the stove and the microwave closely, there's no lights on the microwave. That's because he has to work a double. He has to work a double. Now, she's trying to get him to drink some OJ. That OJ ain't going to wake you up. You know, OJ is something you sip on a Saturday morning when you about to relax. You ain't got too much to do. You want to enjoy your day, your time off. But on a day you got to get up and go to work, the first thing he did was wake up, go downstairs, and hit the coffee. He ain't have time to do nothing else. She told him, come on, Dad, drink this coffee. Then we come to find out that he has a brother, freeload, named Tommy. Tommy's living down in, I don't know if it's the garage, if it's a little sub basement or whatever, but Tommy hops up. And the reason I say Tommy's freeloading is because this is probably how Tommy went to sleep. Tommy came upstairs with jeans, a cowboy belt buckle on. He already had his sleeves rolled up. You don't roll your sleeves up in the morning before you leave the house. You only roll your sleeves up while you're working, right? That means he came home last night from whatever he was working in and said, I'm just going to sleep in this. Me and my brother, we're going to wake up. We're going to go tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at all of this and I'm like, okay, cool. Tommy's the younger brother, but that's your younger brother. You don't care what they got going on. You always going to look out for him. He's like, man, dang, bro, what happened? He's like, look, we got to go dip. Because, you know, they making calls. And, of course, she's like, oh, well, I want to hang out with you, Dad. And he's looking at her like, this ain't hangout time. You know what I mean? This ain't hangout time. I got work to do, baby girl. You got to go to school. We can celebrate this birthday Thursday, Friday. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, we can celebrate it Thursday night, Friday. But today I got to go to work. And you see, he went right back to the coffee. That orange juice ain't going to do nothing for you as an adult. Yeah, Sarah is biracial, but she's raised by a white man. So that's why they got turkey bacon too. That bacon ain't got no fat on it. So they eating healthy over there. But he went back to the coffee and he's like, look, honey, we got to go ahead, hop up, get you to school. You know what I mean? We got to get you on out of here. You got to get an education so we can depend on you. We can fall back on you because I can't be working forever. I'm already 37 years old. My back is hurting. And she's like, Dad, your shirt's inside out. Players fuck up. Players fuck up too. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right, let's go, baby. She goes upstairs into his room and she takes out a bankroll. Grabs about $40, $45, $47. And she grabs Dad's favorite watch. Now this watch is broken. And we're thinking, why is she grabbing this watch? But she grabs it. It's Pop's birthday. And she's stealing money from Pops. So we're all looking at her like, damn, Sarah, it's too early in the episode for you to be a crook. And when they go outside, Dad's packing stuff up. And y'all all know you got those neighbors. You say hi to them. You're cordial with them. You got like a fake neighborhood watch. You know what I'm saying? I make sure hey, somebody was over at your house with a van. Did you order? Oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You check on each other. So you checking on each other. And this is your neighbors right here. Now, when I seen Grandma, what was your first thoughts on Grandma, y'all? T.M. Martin know everything. Joe is Latino and his last name is Miller. Tommy Miller, Sarah Miller. But when I seen Grandma, I said something ain't right with Grandma. And he talking about, hey, we got some extra biscuits. Now, y'all know what I was just talking about with day breakfast. Even they aren't going to eat food from next door. That's one thing you don't do. Oh, we're having, no. I'm not going to eat none of that food over there. Look at the food hanging out of Grandma's mouth. I said, oh, yeah, I'm not eating none of them biscuits. Don't even ask me to eat none of them biscuits. She's like, oh, yeah, come on over later. She want to spend some time with you anytime you got. And Sarah was like, okay, cool, I'm going to do that. Joel's like, now I'm on a diet. I'm not fucking with nothing y'all got going on. We go to school, and young Sarah, she reminds me of me. No aspirations, determination, zero. Just in class, looking at the clock like, God damn, when class gonna be over with? Oh, shit. She in here talking about nothing. You got the kid behind her paying attention. See, I'd be sitting back there unless they went by last names, and somehow my last name always put me in the front, even though it starts with an M. So I think the teachers used to cheat. I think they used to go like A, B, C, D, E into the back, and then they go M, F. Like, come on, man. How's more in the front of the class? Put me in the back of the class. I learn better. I like for the instruction to float. You know what I'm saying? So the longer it gets to me, the solid is going to be. You know what I'm saying? If you hear it too quick, you're not going to understand it. But if I hear it from a distance and then the sound wave actually hits my ear completely, it's like, okay, now I understand what the teacher is saying. But if not, this is how I am, or I would have been asleep in class. I did. Let me see. Let me see if I got a screenshot of the teacher. Oh, I ain't got one of them. Nah, Miles, for real, man. I learn better at the back of the class. If I'm at the back of the class, that means I got to really pay attention. I got to think a little bit harder because by the time the kids in front of me hear it, I'm hearing it a split second after them. So I got to process that information faster to get an answer to the teacher, meaning I'm actually a little bit smarter because my brain is processing faster. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I sat in the back. It was just a little test that I did. Yeah, you know, the frequency levels. You know what I'm saying? When you further back, it takes a little bit longer for, you know what I'm saying? And if you got any kind of barriers that's going through the students, so I got to listen a little bit harder to hear. Well, technically, Miles, there's no such thing as cheating in school. Because if you don't know the answer, you ask the teacher for the answer, correct? Hey, man, what is such and such? What is 2 plus 2? Oh, it's going to be 4 because you do it this way. So if I'm looking off someone's paper that's smarter than me, technically that ain't cheating. That's me actually being smart enough to know to go to this person for help. You know what I mean? Y'all forget. I know what I'm talking about. Now, if I told you 101 decibels plus 101 decibels is only 102 decibels, y'all be like, man, that doesn't make sense. But it does. If you got two speakers playing at the same level, it doesn't make it double the loudness. No. Decibels don't work like that. Y'all forgot. That was my expertise. That's what that says right there. The best nigga to do it in bioenvironmental. Yeah. They talking to Mo like, you got to have a proper ear protection. You know the NRR on this? The noise reduction rating? That's 20 on here. So if it's 85 decibels in here, it only sounds like 65 in here. Now, if you're working around a jet, I'm going to have to make sure that you wear 2 forms of ear protection. You're going to put one in the ear. Yeah, the little earplugs is probably going to be about a good one you can get for about 28 decibels. Well, a minus 28. To you want to get like a minus 28. Most of them are minus 20, and then you put this on top of it. Yeah. Y'all forget that. That's what I do. I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about frequencies and putting up barriers. Yeah, that was my job. know what I'm talking about. Why you think I got all this gear? I bought because I love. They put a nigga from the hood in bioenvironmental, and I learned a few things. So I'm like, man, shit. I pride myself in what I do know. But anyway, there was a kid in there with a shiny bracelet. I'm talking about shining, all gold, 14K. I'm looking at it like, damn, ain't nobody shining like that in 03. TM said gold bracelet guy was a runner in the making. That is true. That is true. But she ain't doing nothing but thinking about how can I get the hell up out this class? Because that kid got gold on. I got, what is this? She shells? Let me get the hell up out of here. Now, we head on downtown. We all know the kids shouldn't be downtown by themselves. Right after school, she hopped on the bus, went downtown, and she went to Lone Star. What is this? Watches and Repair. Buy, sell, and repair. They got the little food trucks out here, the little taco stands. Everybody out here kicking it. Dirty as hell in these streets, though. But this is 03, though. This is 03, though. It's like, this is when people were actually reading newspapers. So it's all right, that's a little bit dirty out here. But earlier we seen Sarah take that watch. She goes in there and she gets her dad's watch fixed. Now, the guy tells her $20 and she's like, wow, that's it? He's like, shit, you want me to make it 30? She said, nah, 20 is good. So, all right, $20 for a watch repair. He's looking at it. He's like, yeah, I can do this. I can get this done today. Matter of fact, we ain't got no other customers. How many motherfuckers? When's the last time you went to get a watch repaired? Matter of fact, when's the last time any of y'all wore a watch? Not one of them smart watches, but a regular watch. An analog watch. When's the last time y'all wore one? Said my German Shepherd barks at 105 decibels. Hey. 85 decibels is that's the median range right there. You can listen to 85 decibels for 8 hours. Now, as you go up, you start to decrease the time. But out of nowhere, his wife comes up and she's like, you got to go right now. You got to go right now. Sarah's like, what? I'm trying to get the watch. He's like, shit, it's fixed because he got that 20 piece. He ain't trying to do nothing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You trying to get all your work done. What I tell y'all, get all your work done on Tuesday and Wednesday, because Thursday and Friday, you want to start chilling. Head into the weekend. So the dude doing the watches, he like, shit, this month done Thursday. I ain't got no clients. It might be 1 or 2 walk-ins. But other than that, you got to go. And we're all thinking, what the hell is going on? And Sarah's not paying no attention. She's looking at the clocks on the wall. All of them are saying, what is this? 3:13, 3:14, about 3:15-ish. And you know it's a problem. Now, if you hear the police riding by, you're like, all right, it might just be something they trying to get there before the ambulance. But this is followed by a fire truck and a SWAT truck. Sarah's not paying no attention. As soon as I would have heard that, I'm like, man, what the hell going on out there? She ain't paying no attention. She's a kid. You know what I mean? Joel's her dad. You seen the neighbors? You seen Granny next door? You see how she living? They ain't got a care in the world. They aren't aware of their surroundings. And downtown is different from the suburbs. Downtown is very different than the suburbs. No matter what city you're in, it's a little bit different. So you got to be on your P's and Q's down there, especially 03. Oh, yeah, people were running amok. So she goes home and she goes next door. And the first sign that I noticed when she came into the house was, oh, hey. She said, hey, you want to make some cookies? She said, chocolate chip? The lady said, no, raisin. I don't know about y'all, but as a 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 37-year-old, I'm taking chocolate chip cookies over raisin cookies any day, anytime, anywhere. And she was like, oh, raisin. And then she decides, you know what? While the cookies are baking, let me do my homework at y'all house. That homework ain't due till tomorrow. I'm not doing that homework till I get to school the next morning. I'm not getting home and my dad ain't at the house to make me do my homework. I'm not doing my homework. I'm going to the house and I'm chilling. Now, after they said they got raisin cookies, I would have went back to the house and been chilling. Me and grandma not about to be hanging out. What me and grandma gonna do? We gotta feed her every 5 minutes. I'm not hanging out with grandma. But she just decides to do her homework. And then she goes in the living room and she's looking at books. Now, in these type of environments, y'all gonna hear what I got to say, and y'all gonna be like, "Damn, Mo, that's messed up." You always gotta watch the elders. They done been through a lot. This is 2003. That means she done went through the Vietnam War. She may have been born before World War II, so she's been through some things. She's seen the world change. So you got to always be watching them, especially when it comes to being in the movie. The elders are who you got to watch. You remember on Don't Be a Menace? Grandma whooped his ass. You see what I'm saying? So you got to always watch out. And grandma was in the back doing the little Harlem Shake, like, what the fuck? But Sarah didn't notice. Sarah doesn't pay attention to her surroundings. All Sarah's thinking is, I dropped a bag on my daddy's watch. It's his birthday. He bringing a cake home. We got raisin cookies. Life is good. But when she comes outside, are those jets? I know there's not an air show today. It ain't no air show today, is there? She's like, oh, well, I'm going to go to the crib, Dola. And when she gets home, she's waiting on Pops. Now, you remember he said he was working a double. I already explained to you how hard it is to be to be an adult, especially I don't have kids, but I can only assume my life seems decent right now. I can assume that it's probably going to be hell on earth if I had kids, especially as a single father. Especially if I got a daughter that's stealing money out of my pockets. Man, life seems like it sucks. But she's like, oh, Dad, did you get a cake? He said, man, I can get one another day. I'm tired as hell. These bunions is hurting. He had them work boots on. Now, looking at Joel and seeing how they living, this man woke up, put his shirt on inside out. That means Joel's work boots, he wears them so much, his big toe then dug a little hole and imprint in the in the sole. That's how hard he be working all goddamn day. And she's like, well, you didn't get the cake. He said, we'll get one another day. She said, well, you're not gonna get your present. Joel's like, a present? In the back of his head, he was hoping it was not another glass of orange juice. Please don't be another glass of orange juice. But she shows him the watch. She shows the watch and she ends up going to sleep. They watching The Price is Right. They big kicking it. Am I a sci-fi geek, gamer, or both? I game. Like I said, I used to stream The Last of Us 2 on Twitch, to be honest. I game. I won't say I'm a sci-fi geek. I like watching sci-fi until you get into like Sharknado and dumb shit like that. Then it's like I gotta turn the channel. But she goes to sleep on dad's lap. Nothing more comforting than your child just laying on you sleep like, damn. I just worked my ass off. Still got my work jeans on the good couch with my daughter's sleeping on me. Okay, cool. We doze off a little bit. Bring, bring. You wake up. Hello? This nigga Tommy said, it's me. I'm in jail. What did I tell y'all? Just from the description of Tommy, the first scene we seen when he was in the kitchen with his work clothes on from the night before with his sleeves already rolled up, I knew Tommy was up to no good. This is Tommy's story. Tommy said he went to a diner. He went to a diner. There was some wild man in there. He was talking to the waitress. Hey, man, give me that, give me that. He steps in, plays hero, knocks this nigga out, right? So he knocks out the guy. Pat, pat, pat. Get down. Pat. Leave that lady alone. And he gets arrested. No one in the diner vouched for him. Tommy was lying. Tommy was the one assaulting people in there. That man probably had a little disagreement and Tommy started whooping his ass. Probably because Tommy didn't have money to pay his tab. So he wanted to make a distraction. So Tommy was in there whooping people's ass and he got arrested. So the lady at the diner didn't say, oh no, Tommy was helping me. They just said, arrest this nigga Tommy because he didn't knock the fool out. Now we know it's in their bloodline because at the end of the episode, we see what Joel do. So we'll get to that also. Corey said I was going to recommend you review this, but I wasn't sure. So we're going to start doing it on Mondays. It was football this week. It was football this week. You know, I couldn't miss a playoff game. So he gets the phone call from Tommy. Do y'all think Tommy is innocent or guilty? Did Tommy really step in and save the waitress? Or was Tommy just whooping ass just to whoop ass? What y'all think? You know, I don't be too far off with these theories. I think Tommy is a troublemaker. Kendall said Tommy is innocent. Corey said Tommy is a liar. I don't know what to think about Tommy right now. But Miles, you might be right. He may have been fighting off a zombie because at this time, everything is going down. You remember, we seen the police cars, the ambulance, and SWAT early in the episode. So maybe he was fighting a zombie. I didn't even think of it that way. He probably started flipping out. Tom was like, I gotta whoop this motherfucker ass. Just like if I'm at the grocery store and I see a bum or somebody come in there and they tearing shit up, I'm whooping their ass. If I'm at the grocery store and they knocking over food, I'm whooping their ass. That's a free ass whooping. They come in there tearing shit off the wall. Oh, I got something for you. Security ain't gonna do nothing up front. Yeah, I got something for you. Think I'm trying to grocery shop. I got to get another thing of orange juice for my baby Sarah at the house. So Tommy, I changed my stance on Tommy. I think he was telling the truth. He may have been fighting a zombie. I ain't even think of that. But I know one thing. Joel's like, I just worked a fucking double. And you in jail, bro. It's 10 o'clock at night, man. Tiyub said, Elder said to approve it guilty. Hey, that was a good one, Miles. Hey, everyone, I think we're going to stick with that, Miles. Miles may be right. I think he may have been fighting a zombie. So now he got to go bail his brother out. If it was crazy, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. If it's crazy in lockup, shit, they were probably just letting people out, to be honest with you. And my thing is, how was Tommy at the diner when Tommy doesn't have a vehicle? Tommy rode with them. Would Joel drop him off at the diner earlier in the day and just never heard from his brother Tommy? You see what I'm saying? They rode together when they left. How did Joel get home and Tommy go to jail? Y'all was with each other all day. Y'all was working together. Nah, Tommy not the type to ride the bus. Tommy ain't got no money in them pockets. Tommy ain't got no money. He ain't got no bus fare. Tommy rather spend that money at the diner. Shit, if I was Tommy, I would have took some of that breakfast work with me. Hey, Sarah, can you make me a plate to go, please? Thank you. Kiss my niece on the forehead. Thank you. Head on out with a damn plate of breakfast for lunch. if Joe didn't bail Tommy out when he did, he would have turned into a clicker in a month. That's true. He could have been in there, man. Oh, you already know in jail it was spreading. You already know that that shit was spreading inside that jail. But I would have been cool. I would have been knocking people out. She wakes up. She's like, Dad? Dad? He gone, though. You got to go pick up bro. And what does she see? National alert. Primary entry point system. Issued an emergency action notification. Channel 9. Now, when this pops up, where I'm from, when this popped up, that means it was a tornado coming. That's the only time we got anything like these kind of alerts on our TVs. But this is a national alert. So that means not local, honey. That means national. That means from sea to shining sea. That means east to the west, sun up to sundown. It is an emergency, a national alert right now. This is a primary entry point system issued an emergency action notification. So she's like, okay, whatever the fuck that means, let me go outside. She said, fuck it, let me go outside. It's a national alert. She seems like a smart kid. We seen her in class, but she's like, oh, well, fuck it. She goes outside and she sees the dog. Now, the dog is from next door. She's like, let me take the dog back. Oh, what are you doing out here? And the dog gets to that house and the dog is like, oh, hell no. The dog seen what happened in that house and the dog, oh, hell no. It smell like death over there and I ain't doing it. So just like you see birds, they know when like earthquakes about to happen. They flying off. Deer, they just are running. When that dog got the hell up out of there, I mean, yep, time to go. I'm going back to the crib Dola. But she's like, oh, fuck it. The door's wide open. Let me go on over there. Hey, what up, y'all? I'm dipping with the dog. She goes in the house. This would have been enough for me to turn around. Going into a house. Hey, yo. Hello. All right. Go back home. When dad get home, I'm telling, hey, man, they left their door open. I just closed it. I went over there, closed it, and came on back. Dog running around. But I'm not walking up in this house like this. Now, if it's a family member, that's a different story. But the neighbor, I can't do that. I can't go in the neighbor's house. You know what I'm saying? We did have an old lady that lived next to me. Henrietta. Miss Henrietta lived right next door to us. I used to take her trash out whenever it's trash day. I'd go over there, knock on her door, and take her trash to the curb. Now, if I ever went over there and her door was open, I wouldn't think, oh, let me just go in here and get the trash. No. Oh, no answer. I'm hopping on the bus. Because our bus stop wasn't right in front of my house. It was actually the house where Henrietta was across the street. Because it was like two younger kids that lived up there, so we had to split the distance. But she goes in the house. No TV's on, no nothing. So they ain't got no alert in here. She steps in the kitchen in them white kids, or these vans. These look like vans. You don't want to get blood on all white shoes, especially not no vans. Them low tops too. No ankle support. So she almost busted her ass in here. She came up in here. Whoa. As soon as I would have seen all that blood or felt it on the bottom of my feet, I was like, oh, no. We not coming up in here. And then what do we see? I don't even remember his name, but he in the corner talking about, I'm like, oh, yeah. What is that? Was that a bite on your shoulder? He talking about help. I'm going to help, all right. I'm going to help from the safety of my own home. So he done got his ass whooped by grandma. We look over, grandma, we're like, ugh. Grandma biting in the shoulder. That tender meat right there. Ooh, wee. Ain't nothing like shoulder blade on a Tuesday night. Grandma is chowing down. Just like corn on the cob, how grandma eating on them. Now, Pops, you know what I'm saying? He thugged it out. At least he got bit and survived temporarily. But grandma ain't playing with her daughter. She said, you made them raggedy ass raisin cookies earlier and was feeding me that shit. You gonna pay. You gonna pay. At least Pops was giving me biscuits. You gave me raisin cookies. Oh yeah, you gonna pay. Pops, I'm gonna bite you up though, because I just got to get a taste of blood. But your ass is going down. Grandma looked over. She seen Sarah. She said, ooh, a young blood. It's like a mosquito. A mosquito get onto like a older person. It's like, ugh, this blood thin as hell. She seen Sarah, said, ooh, that's that new blood. That heart, that thing get the pumping. It's going to send blood everywhere. So she said, come here, little girl. She hops up. Luckily, Joel was outside with the wrench. Mow! Knocked grandma's ass out. I was like, damn, I was wanting Tommy to bow. But he knocked her ass out. And I said, that works. That works. That works. Grandma was knocked the hell out. That's how you do it. That's how you. There's a lot of moments in this series that I know y'all aren't going to agree with what I say, but this is exactly what you needed to do. I told y'all about watching grandma earlier. That's why Joel didn't want to get in there. He always knew that something was up with grandma. And if we ever had to do something, grandma would be the first person we need to go after. So Joel's been waiting on this. You see how he gripped that wrench? He said, ooh. And he cocked it back. It wasn't just a little, you know what I'm saying, like this, just like this. No, it was like this. When you cock back like that and you bring it forward, that momentum, ooh, my rotator cuff is already aching. I'm like, damn, Joel was about that life. Now, they just bailed this nigga Tommy out, right? They just got Tommy out of jail. This nigga just randomly got a rifle. Now he's got me thinking, was he really fighting a zombie? Or this nigga Tommy just a wild motherfucker like this? He just got out of jail. He got a goddamn rifle. Not any old rifle. This is the rifle with the scope. This right here for some deer. Not for Tommy. Tommy, like, I'm going to use this motherfucker close range. Ashley said, ain't no way I would have went in that house when that dog just told me not. And now I'm looking at Tommy. Look at Tommy. Where'd Tommy get this damn rifle from? He just got out of... Who Tommy think he is? Pac? He whooped somebody's ass, got out of jail, grabbed a rifle, and almost shot a grandma in less than 3 hours. We got to start looking at Tommy a little bit differently now. From what we can judge of Tommy, he's a wild card. Look how Joel's standing over. He want grandma to move. He want grandma to move. Now, just for good measures, if I'm Tommy, I'm letting one off. I'm sorry. Pow! Ain't no way I'm about to let grandma run up and disrespect me. Ain't no way. And look at Tommy. You know he know what he doing. He walking her down too. Slow walking too. Any movement. Trigger like a hairpin. Word to Lil Wayne. Look at him. See, grandma slumped right now. You see the arms? She slumped. But he's looking over at his daughter. And what do we say in movies? There's never a right time to hug a loved one. There's never a right time to do this. You just don't do it. We just seen grandma come out with a mouthful of octopus. We just knocked grandma out with a monkey wrench. He's talking about, oh, are you okay? Oh, you're good. Thank you, Sarah. Tommy's like, hey, we got to get in the car. We need to go. There's no time to be showing love and sympathy for each other. Oh, I loved you. I missed you. No, we can do that tomorrow. On his clock, it say 11:20. It was about 11:20 on his watch. So they outside. They hop up in the whip. Now we see Mom and Pa. They both getting up. Mom and Pa, they both getting up. Tank top long as hell, dirty as hell. He walking. See, ain't nothing really wrong with Pop. He probably ain't transformed yet. But Grandma, I mean not Grandma, Ma, we know Grandma, she fucked her up. So what does Tommy do? All this road right here, Tommy decides to run over these two motherfuckers. Look at all this road right here. Tommy said, fuck this, watch this. Joe already knew what Tommy was about to do. So it's really going with our with our speculation of Tommy being a wild motherfucker. Joel already knew Tommy was about to do some wild shit. All this road, Tommy decides to drive over these two. The lady next door comes outside and say, hey, asshole, what are you doing? Joe, why would you run over them? Tommy like, fuck them, fuck you, we dipping. He told her to go in the house, see? Jeezy told us, it's 4 in the morning, take your old ass to sleep. She came outside, sticking her nose in other people's business, and Pops and Ma, they got on her ass in the middle of the street. Now, Tommy doesn't care because Tommy is only worried about Tommy. They hop in the whip. We driving now. Skirt! All right, we can either go to Austin or we can go to San Marcos in the hospital. West or east? West. I'm like, man, the cops going west. I'm going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to go the opposite way. That's always a smart decision. If the cops is going left, always go the opposite way. You never want to be that person running to the commotion. You always want to be the person getting away from the commotion. And of course, who knows that better than anyone? Tommy. Tommy like, man, first I bust a right. Look at him. He looking too like, damn. That was my nigga's house too, man. It's all caught on fire. Said they should have went to Mexico. Well, I mean, that was a good decision. I was thinking the same thing, go to Mexico. But once we seen how the highways were, man, imagine how the border is going to be. Because, you know, there's always going to be people working. Like, just in these kind of situations, there's always going to be someone that's still trying to do their job. So I'm sure there's going to be some Border Patrol people talking about, no, we can't let you cross. Let me tell you something. It wouldn't have been U.S. Postal Service no more. Hey, Mo, you still got to deliver paper, mail in the morning. Nah, I'm going to go ahead and call this one quits. I heard about what's going on out there, man. Well, fungus is turning into like zombies. What are they calling them? I don't know what the hell's going on. There was a national alert. I retired the U.S. mail. I retired the U.S. mail. Hey, Marty Short is in here. Shout out to my dog, Marty Short. I used to be stationed out with him in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the black people that had some rank in the office, you know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of pull in there. He ain't never look at that. He used to look out for him. He used to go over his house and drink on the weekends and stuff. Shout out to Marty Shorter. He was a true inspiration, even though we the same age. I joined the military late. We the same age. He was like 4 ranks higher than me. But Tommy's looking like, damn, that was my dog's house. I used to go over there and play cards, man. We used to drink over there. We used to watch the game, talk about girls. Damn. R.I.P. to that house. And Joel, he's just trying to think of a plan because Tommy, his brain isn't all the way focused on what's going on. Tommy's just thinking, who can I fuck up next? Tommy whooped the zombie's ass allegedly at the diner. He ran over 2 people. He wanted to shoot Grandma. So that's 4 people right there he already had static with. And we were only like 20 minutes into the episode. Now, for some reason, she's in the back crying. Now, I don't know if she's crying because they had to knock Grandma out or she's crying because they left the dog. Was Marty's drink of choice? Yeah, I was gonna say Marty used to drink that bourbon because we would come over there with Henny, Ciroc, and all that. He'd be like, "No, y'all need to drink this," but like, man, ain't nobody drinking that shit. And he'll drink every single day too. Marty, he was a good drinker, man. Good drinking partner. You needed a drink? Hey, you want to hit the E Club? Shorter. You roll it? Okay, cool. Now Sarah's in the back crying. Tears rolling down my eyes, and I can't leave it all. Whatever that girl was saying. On my window, if I can't hear it all, if I could, I would. Every breath with your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. She's in the backseat crying. When you just seen an old lady get knocked out like that, I'd cry too. Unless I was doing the knocking out. But they riding and they hop on the highway. Niggas is going the wrong way on the highway. They said, man, hell no, this ain't gonna happen. Silas said Tommy trying to stay on top of the leaderboard. Hey, right now, he got 4 attempts. He got 4 attempts right now. Now they headed to the highway. Highway is packed. Looking like Georgia traffic, Bay Area traffic, crazy. And Joel's like, God damn it, we can't take this route. Well, it is 11:15 at night, probably about 11:20 right now. So they decide to drive through the woods, over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. And what do we see? We see the army. Now, this would be the National Guard. The only thing is the National Guard, let me be honest with you. Them weakeners, they not assembling all this shit in a couple hours. No. They not about to be able to put this all together in a couple hours. Hell, it took them like 8 hours just to get to the White House, and they were down the street because you got to get that authorization. Now, to get everybody to get up, imagine you get this phone call. More, we need you. What's going on? No, nigga, we need you right now. Convoy, get to the base right now. Okay, cool. You going outside and there's a motherfucker eating your neighbor. You think you about to go to work? You think you about to be able to make it to work to hop in this convoy to sit out here and protect the border for some motherfuckers when you got issues at your house? Well, let me tell you something. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to be there because you don't know how serious this is. And if you don't show up to this, there's no excuses. You going to jail. You're going to get a court martial if you don't show up to this. So you got to start thinking, what if this is just a temporary thing, a day or two, and you didn't show up to work in the military? They on your ass. You going to jail. That's AWOL. You ain't show up. But trust me, the National Guard is not assembling this in the amount of time that we just got. But they see this and they like, shit, we can't go that way. Swing or right. I know a little bitty city down the road. When they get there, you got 747s flying over their head. I told y'all about that ear protection. What was she doing in the back seat? My ears. You got to have this ready. If she would have had this pack, plane would have flew over, wouldn't even know. Oh, that plane is low tonight. Dad, you see that plane? But no, she didn't have this. She wasn't prepared. I told y'all, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Keep the ear protection. Keep it right here. So all you got to do is just pop up. That's all you got to do. Planes flying over. It's going crazy. You know, on them planes, they wilding out on them planes. You think the Southwest shutdown last week was bad? Oh, I bet that airport was crazy. You see all kinds of fights and shit going on now. Damn. That 747 is not a place you want to be. Now, me personally, if I'm on there, I'm good. I did a flight simulator for about 7 hours, so I could probably land the 747 if needed. I'm getting up front, locking the door, telling the pilot to scoot over. I'm going to land this thing right here on the street. Now, when they get in the little town, everybody's running around. Shit. I tell you one thing, I wouldn't be running down the middle of the street. There will be no reason for you to be running down the middle of the street. Think about it. Motherfuckers is going crazy. Why are you out and about on your feet downtown at 11:20 at night when shit's going crazy? When you just got a national alert that told your ass to stay in the house. Now, if you ain't on that highway, what are you doing down here? Going to the taco truck? There should be no reason you're running around in these streets, let alone the middle of the street. Now, Tommy did have a heart when they got here. Tommy said, "What do you want me to do?" He said, "Should drive through them." But then you got a damn explosion behind you. You got an explosion behind you. Now, at this point, all bets are off. This isn't the Titanic. This isn't women and children only. No, this is every single person for themselves. In a situation like this, you have to make sure that you survive. There's no saving none of these people on the road. Your primary objective is to get where you got to get. Now, a goddamn plane just crashed. A plane crash. Yeah, that's a plane that crashed. If you look, I got the they showed the plane right here. It was flying, it was coming in low like all the other ones. Boom. When you seen that, now I responded to a plane crash in Germany. I didn't see the plane crash, but I went out there, had to look for a little bitty radiation piece that was in the front of the 15. Was it a 15? Yeah, it was the front of the 15. The pilot was safe. He evacuated. When you walk down the little trail, you can see his parachute in the trees. I thought that was cool. But they hop out. Now, we don't know how long they were unconscious, but Sarah wakes up, and where's Tommy at? Tommy's on the other side of the burning police truck in this truck, talking about, "Hey, man, find a way to the river. I'm going to meet up with y'all." Find a way to the river? Oh, it was a 16. Okay, well, see, Shorty know. Told you he was my supervisor. Look, I knew how to do the job. If I needed verifications, hey, Shorter, what I do with this? Hey, man, okay, yeah. All right, thanks. Yeah, so we was out there on the looking for the radiation piece in the 16. Shit, we was out there like two and a half days before we actually found it. I was sleeping up under a truck. So Tommy, he just miraculously get out on the side where all the action is. He like, "Hey, I'm gonna meet y'all down at the river." He wakes up Sarah. Now she's scared as hell, rightfully so. I don't know if y'all ever been knocked out or anything, but I ain't never been knocked out unconscious. I don't know, man. My body just don't fold like that. You know what I mean? My body just ain't built like that. I ain't never been knocked unconscious. Even when I was in a wreck as a kid, they said I was responsive. I just can't remember it. I can remember up to getting hit by the car and then waking up in the hospital, but I wasn't unconscious. I got a concussion. I got elbow right here, split my eye. Shit, I wasn't unconscious. My body just don't fold like that. But he's like, "Can you walk?" Now she's talking about, I can't. You gonna have to try, baby. I'm sorry. You're going to have to try it. These zombies are a little bit faster than the Walking Dead zombies. These zombies is jumping on shit. These zombies is fucking 40-yard dashing. I can't carry you, and let alone carry you like this, like you an infant. I can't carry you like that, baby. You have to get on my back because I can run with you on my back. If I got you in the front, you can't fully extend with something where you holding somebody. Get a bag of potatoes and see how far you can run with that. And then throw that bag of potatoes in like a backpack and see how far you can run. A little bit further. Now, I used to walk around with oxygen tanks on my back, 50 pounds, thugging it. You know what I'm saying? This is Bio 1. I'm in the scene. Permission to take a sample. Go ahead, more. Yeah, I used to do all that shit. Yeah, she probably about 85 pounds, 90 pounds, but still, man. Look how he's carrying her. You're not gonna be able to run like that. There's zombies chasing you. So he looks out here and the zombie looks up at him. If you looked at the zombie, he gave him the little thriller. This is thriller. Yeah. He said, you better run. I'm gonna give you a head start. I'm gonna get on your ass. So he's like, oh shit. Now it did have Joe contemplating. This isn't me. This is Joe. He had Joe looking at his daughter and looking at that zombie like, you gotta sacrifice. Hustle paid the price. You know what I mean? Sacrifice. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna save my daughter. They run through the diner, and when they come out the back, we see he's holding her. She's just crying, terrified. She's seen the zombie chasing after him. Back out. Dome shot. Zombie down. Now this military member is like, hey, stop. Joe said, nah, man, look, I'm one of us. I'm an American. It's me, a U.S. citizen. You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. And this military member did exactly what I would have did in an apocalypse. He got the busting because you don't know who to trust. I just seen a zombie 50 feet jump from the door. He bow. Oh no, I can't trust y'all. I can't trust y'all. I said this a while back. I'm the military. I'm not one of y'all. I got a gas mask on. I'm not one of y'all. You got to get the shooting. You don't know who you can trust in this situation. You got to get the shooting. And this the army. He ain't had no battle buddy with him. Whatever they call it in the army. See, we call it a wingman in the Air Force. What is a battle buddy? This nigga pulled up in the Humvee, no backup. Said, I'm a Lone Ranger. And what did he do? He got the bucket. They looking at her. She's like, damn, this is how it ends. Is this the end? Bop, bop, bop. They got the shooting. They fell down the hill. And see, I am a better father than Joel. Let's see. Hold on. I'm a better father than Joel. Kendall said, come on, Mo. She don't weigh that much. She in the front and got her ass shot the fuck up thanks to Joel carrying her like a baby instead of an adult or like an adolescent child. If she would have been on the back, this nigga Joe, I just joked around about Joel sacrificing her to the zombies. We joked around about Joel sacrificing her to the zombies. Joe had her in front and sacrificed the bullet. She took a bullet so Joel could stay alive. So do we call Sarah a hero? Because she took that like a G. She didn't even cry about it. She wasn't even crying with the end. She was just Joel's looking at her like, damn, man, I don't want to go out like this. I don't want to go out like this. Look at him. He got the gas mask on, got the flashlight aimed in on his target, got the US patch on. Oh, yeah, he about that action. Unfortunately, Tommy was there. Now, look, Tommy we're going to go back and look because Tommy got 1, 2, 3 rounds left. Tommy shot this round here. He had another round over here, and he already had one in the gun. So who did Tommy shoot in between the time they left the house to get here? Let's verify. Hold on. Let me verify. There's one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. One in the chamber. Who did Joel shoot prior to this? Joel used the bullet that was in the chamber to kill this man. There's a bullet right here missing. I know he ain't reload that fast. Joel, I told y'all, Joel got out on the other side of the truck, so he can get a little bit of action while everything is going on. What up, babe? Kendall, she did do a good job with that death, though. Me, I probably would have took the bullet out of me, to be honest with you. I probably would have removed that bullet and told Dad, hey, I think I can walk now. I got my swagger back. But Tommy's keeping it real. And Tommy's like, man, fuck it. We got to go, man. It's over with, bro. It's over with. She laying there looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. This is episode 1 of The Last of Us on HBO Max. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Support the channel. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. MOEDOTJ. I'm reapplying tomorrow for monetization. We gonna see. If not, I'm gonna be living just like they are in 2023, man. 20 years later. Support the channel. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. MOEDOTJ. I'm gonna be just like this boy. If I don't get approved for monetization tomorrow, I'm gonna be walking on my own. I ain't even gonna have no shoelaces. I gotta put duct tape around my shoes, man. My Bugs Bunnies. The young man is walking. We are now in 2023. He's out here by himself. He don't know where to go. The world is so cold. Why did you leave me standing there? And I want to ask you all one question. What sick MFers are having babies in this 20-year span when we know there are zombies running around? Who would bring a child into this world knowing there is no chance of survival for this motherfucker? Who 7 years ago, 8 years ago had this baby? I said, ain't no way. This is what y'all doing? Y'all just having babies out here. So the boy is walking. He got the duct tape threes on. Life is tough. No ankle support. They had to tape that thing down. Yeah, they are having sex. But shit, I'm not bringing no kid into this. Y'all remember on that one zombie movie with Mekhi Phifer, where his girl was knocked up and he delivered that zombie baby? Shit, ain't gotta be no condoms. Yeah, you better put some of that duct tape on and get to work. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Now, this young man is walking out here on his own. Look at this shit. Everything is toned down. Now, in 20 years, I don't know how all of this happened, unless somebody was coming over here and shooting shit up. But it's terrible out here. And you see this young man by himself. Yeah, cheeks is still, hey, they getting clapped, but hey, come on, man. Look, they didn't even live inside the city, though. This is different. They didn't live inside the city. They were probably living out in the woods in a cave, sharing half of the winter time with the bear while it's hibernating. But this young man is walking out here by himself. And they all looking. I'm not going to lie to you. If I was in charge, Anybody walking up to the gate that ain't got their hands raised above their head saying, saying, hey, I'm a human, shoot them, lay it down. We don't even have enough ration cards for new people. Don't bring this kid up in here. We can't. We can't. I'm looking out for the safety of the colony. Now, this guy, security guys watching, like, damn, all right, we got to get this kid. They strapped my dog down. After what we've seen over 20 years, just like they did on Con Air, we got to gag and bag this kid. They got the kid's legs strapped up, hands strapped up. You gotta gag and bag him. Put the little gag in the kid's mouth so he can't bite. Because, you know, kids and elders are the ones you got to watch the most when it comes to zombie movies. Because think about it. Elders, the reason you got to watch them is because they got that mobility back. So it's been 10, 15, 20 years that they ain't been able to move like that. So they zombie bodies about to take full advantage. I'm talking about full strides. And then you got kids. Kids they're sneaky. They're smaller, less sound, typically walk on their tippy toes, and they get on your ankle. You don't ever want a kid to get on your ankle. It's just like a little dog. Dog get on your ankle. That's one of the most annoying things ever. You kicking like, hey, get back. So the kid's in the seat. And we see if you get bit in the neck, the face, or in the head, you got 5 to 15 minutes. This is what happened to Pops in the kitchen. In the torso, arm, shoulder, or hand, you got roughly 2 to 8 hours. And if it's in the leg or the foot, you got 12 to 24. Now, see, the kids, I just told y'all, the kids gonna bite y'all down here on this leg. Now, what's the point of having 12 to 24 hours left before you convert into a zombie if you can't even walk? You know what I mean? So I'll take the torso, 2 to 8 hours. I'll take the torso bite over a leg bite because I at least want to walk to where I want to go for the last couple of hours. And with the leg bite, I could probably, we can cut the leg off. I ain't gonna lie, we can cut the leg off. But the face, oh no, we ain't doing no face. Signs of infection, coughing, damn, slurred speech. Man, I was just drinking some of the yak earlier. Muscle spasms. Shit. Muscle spasm. Man, see, I'd get messed up there because, man, my calf be twitching all the time. And my cheek right up under my right eye get to twitching sometimes. Mood change. That means you got to be happy at all times. What I tell you, when you go to work, you don't see people smiling 24/7. But you better be smiling here if you work for Fedra. Because if you got a mood change, you come in one day, this is one time ladies can't say it's that time of the month. Because you come in with that mood change, they on your ass. This ain't my rules. This is what's the rules on the wall. Mood change. If you got a mood change, that means you better bring your ass happy to work every single day or they putting you down. Needle to the neck, down. You tired as hell. You at work like this. Trying to smile, trying to fake it. Remember, y'all, safety begins with you. Now, you know on my channel, we typically do crime shows, but in the case of an emergency, you need to go ahead and tell. Safety begins with you. This is one time that telling on somebody is okay. If they are bit, it is okay to tell on them. This is okay to tell on somebody if they ever been bit. Now, you know me, strict policy. I can tell now. I'm just saying if this was going on. Did you just cough? Did you just slur that word? You ain't been in the gym. Why your muscles spazzing out like that? What the fuck? You ain't even smiling. You got a different mood. I gotta go tell boss. Hey, boss. Employee number 98. Yeah, that nigga tripping, bro. He wasn't smiling today when he came into work. I'm thinking we might need to put him down. Don't worry. I got him, boss. I got him. Yeah. Corey said, hit me in the neck, get it over. Oh, no. I'm thugging it. Look, it says reported to the authorities immediately. In this situation, if you knew somebody got bit, are you telling? Or y'all about to try to take things into your own hands? I want to see what y'all, you know what I'm saying? I want to see if there is an apocalypse of people I can come have bunker down with me. And I ain't got enough gear for everybody. So I got to be able to trust you not to take my shit when shit get ugly. Hey, where my gas mask at? Oh, I got it on over here. Hey, nigga, take my mask off. You better go put that damn towel around your face. If I had to choose between Fedra and the Fireflies, I'm probably fucking with Fedra, man. The Fireflies was living like bums. The Fireflies was struggling. But they tell a little boy, hey, look, man, wheelchair boy, we got to go ahead and take your temperature. Nigga, your shit running hot. DDG, she said, oh, don't worry, we got you. Outside, Fedra's holding down the perimeter, making sure the workers are doing what the workers are supposed to do, disposing of bodies. And then you got the lady looking, talking about, oh, no, I'm not doing this. This must have been her first day on the job. Because I'm not caring what's in the back of that truck. I'm disposing of any and everything. What you need done? Them ration cards? Oh, no. I'm doing whatever needs to be done. She taps Joel and she's like, look, it's a little boy back there. Joel's looking at her like, bitch, I've been throwing kids away for the last 20. I ain't seen nothing new. You better get the fuck out of my face before I tell him you got a goddamn mood change coming over here. He looking at her like, you got a mood change? The little boy with the duct tapes. The duct tape threes. They tied his arms up. There's a body right here. Somebody's foot laying across here. There's the body right here. This boy got wool socks on. I told you, put that cover over your face and keep it moving. But I'm reporting her. You see the duct tape shoes. You see Joel, and he just drops it in the smoke pit. Drops that boy in the smoke pit. R.I.P. duct tape boy. Joe don't give a damn, though. Joe don't give a damn.
He's bigger than Nino Brown. This is big business.
This is big business, man. Joe, you gonna throw that baby away? You better fix that mood.
Gonna, I'm gonna tell.
I can't remember Corey in The Last of Us, the first. I know The Last of Us 2. They got some wild animal. They got like 2 animals I remember that it turned. I'm assuming they probably do. But anyway, Joel dropped this boy off. He dropped this boy off for 15 ration cards, 4 official ration tickets, 3, 2. So Joe, he making big money over here. Have y'all ever been in a system where you had ration cards? When we in Germany, you get ration. On the base, you can only buy a certain amount of liquor and cigarettes. So I've been on a ration system. I used to try to get. I'm not going to incriminate myself. But we were on a ration card system, and I used to ask other people to buy stuff on their ration card. They stamp you're going to buy a certain amount of a volume of like liters each month. I think it was what, maybe like 3 liters, 3.5 or some shit like that. You get cigarettes on there. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Rations, man, tough, but it wasn't like this. But Joe, he collected a little 15 rations for the day. He's like, man, look, is there any other jobs tomorrow? He's like, man, yeah, we got 2 jobs. You could be a street sweeper or you can clean the shit. He said, which one cleans the? I mean, which one pays the most? He said the shitty one. I said, shit, sign me up then. It ain't like I got to worry about how I smell. I ain't gonna do nothing but be outside smelling dead bodies anyway. So shit, give me the you said sewage? Okay, I got that. That's easy work. Y'all gonna give us gloves and shit, or we just got, because if we gotta go down there by ourselves, I'll do street sweeper. But if they like, we just going down there, we gotta unclog some shit. Oh yeah, give me that. Give me the shit clean info. 20 rations. I'm there. Say less. 20 rations go a long way. Let me see what color them 5 pieces was. The 4 is, yeah, give me this gray right here. Let me get 5 of these grays and I'm there. Or you could be one of you painting walls. Now, I'm sure a ration for painting is probably only maybe 2 rations a day. And not only that, they told Joe, hey, work starts tomorrow at 4. So he's about to work 4 to 12. He's working at night shift. It's 20. Hey, let's just say it's 20. It's 20 rations to clean the sewers, or it's 2 rations to sweep the floor. Give me that 20, man. Matter of fact, y'all might as well make the what's old boy in LA shitty cuz? You might as well call me Shitty Mo, because I'm doing the 20 rations a day. I ain't gonna lie to you. How often that sewer need to be cleaned? 20 rations a day. Shit. I'm about to be the motherfucking king ration out here, just like King Slime. They gonna be calling Mo King Rations. Yeah, he a stinky nigga, but that nigga got that paper. Now, what they're doing here, I didn't notice it at first, but this is the Firefly symbol, and they got them painting over this shit. Now, the Fireflies got this deep into the city, into the heart of the city, to paint a Firefly down here. You got this lady, she like, y'all better make sure y'all get that shit off the walls too. All of it. Kendall said, I'm gonna pick painting. Man, painting probably like 1 ration. And this might not even be a job here. This might be a duty. Like anyone that's in trouble that isn't punishable by death, they probably got to do shit like this. Hey, Fireflies, put something up. Man, I don't want to go paint. Get your ass up or you get hung. Shit, where the paint bucket at? You want me to put down a primer first, or you want me to just paint it, like just straight up? Because I can sand it down, whatever y'all need me to do. Anything to keep me from getting hung. She out here reading off the crimes. Violation 2907. Leaving the contaminated zone. Violation is punishable by death. We got violation 19-306. We just didn't like this motherfucker. Painting wasn't that good. Violation is punishable by death. We're like, damn, they punishing everybody by death. We already got a low amount of people in here. We just threw away 10 bodies earlier today. At this rate, we losing roughly 13 to 15 people with all these niggas we hanging. And all these people we burning up. But she like, I don't give a fuck. Punishable by death. Everybody out there watching too. Like, this is when they just started the colonies and came over here. Everybody just in the town square looking. Like, man, I'm not watching this silly shit. I'm going to the house. Matter of fact, I need to get ready for this damn job. Shit cleaning. They got 3 people up there too. I'll tell you one thing. They ain't catching me. And they gonna be trying to hang me. I'm jumping off this motherfucker. I ain't going out like no hoe. Not in this case. You already know death is imminent. Oh yeah, it's on now. I'm trying to knock somebody out before I get up out there. You gonna hear, ooh, ooh. Motherfucking fireflies would have been jumping off the roof to save me or something. I ain't going out like this. I'd have been saying, y'all know this is bullshit. This is bullshit, man. Like, I would have tried to knock her off the stand or something. Like, at this point, I'm trying something. But Joe don't give a damn about nothing no more. You seen how he tossed duct tape, boy? Joe looked over at Lee, said, what up, Lee? Lee got that AR. He ready for whatever. Joe looking at the ration card like, hey, man, you a little low here, brother. You a little low. You already know this thing. It's going to cost you. And he's looking at him. And Lee said, what you going to do, nigga? You going to tell? He said, I'll just shoot you. And then Joe was like, and then what you going to do? How you going to explain that? You're like, yeah, you're right. What is this, oxydo? He said, nah, this hydrocodone. And in exchange for the money that he owed him, he gave him some pre-rolls. I'm like, man, nobody, well, I'll take it. The only thing is, you don't want to be smoking this after you get out the sewer because them fumes going to be on you. You might burn everything up. So he's like, all right, cool. He said, is this shit legit? Is it from Atlanta? He's like, man, I don't know where you get it from. That's what you always supposed to say. Now, I don't know where you get it from, but I know it's legit. He said, man, it's a factory down in A, man. He dumps all of it in his pocket. And nigga Joe's like, all right, look. I'll give you this work, but I need that fucking car battery, man. I need you to get the vehicles together. They may not be in tip-top shape, but I need you to get the vehicles together. I'm copping the battery on the back end. You get the vehicles, we can get this thing on the road. And Lee is like, all right, cool. But look, it's going to be me, two of my homeboys. So Joe's like, man, shit, if y'all come, it's going to be $200 a piece. Come on, man. You got to put in on the gas or something, or at least knock some of that price off for the truck. You know what I mean? Said this is killing The Walking Dead. I like the way The Walking Dead started off, but I'm liking what they're doing with this, though. I'm liking how this is started. With one episode, I'm like, all right, I'm sold, man. They're going to give us 3-4 seasons. I think I could watch this. Unless it gets repetitive. I think that's one thing I look at The Walking Dead, and I think as the seasons went on, too many seasons, it's just repetitive. You can only do so much with zombies, so you give us like 3 seasons of this, okay, cool. He pulled about 15 pills in the pocket. They shook hands. They made an agreement on the 200 apiece. And then we see Tessa. And what is she doing? She down here actually negotiating that price on that damn battery. It's like, man, where's the battery at? You're like, look, man, that deal over with. Man, y'all ain't have to kidnap me. They're like, shit, yeah, we did, man. We already know you're going to run your mouth. We already know it's going to be trouble. Now, they done whooped on her. Kendall, they do need gas, but I think that's what he was saying. When he was saying that the trucks ain't that good. Remember, he's getting these from other police officers, well, from other federals, because he's trying to get them all together, get 2 of the people in the shop. So they probably got fuel. They just been sitting the whole time. Or they can at least get access to the fuel. They just can't get an extra battery. So that's why we seen Tessa in here, and they whooping her ass. Back. Battery gone. She's like, all right, just let me go, man. You're like, now, why would I do that? Okay, why would I do that? They got her down here, this interrogation room. These 2 mean business because they got on jogger jackets. And out of nowhere, we just boom. Luckily for her, she was sitting down in a chair and the explosion went over her head and knocked her over, even though it didn't knock the chair over. So I'm thinking the chair was grounded to the floor. But when she goes outside, she sees Fedra going at it. It's a lone shooter at the top. One nigga from the Fireflies. Bow! Bow! He took out one of them in the street. So she's like, oh, shit, it's crazy. I can't go around here because they're going to think I'm a Firefly. Horrible name. Could have been like the lightning bugs, the hornets. They said we're going to be the Fireflies. She's scared as hell. I don't know why she's covering her head up like this. Get low, man. You hear them gunshots. What I just tell y'all? You never run towards the commotion. She heard shooting and niggas running down the street. She jogged over there and seen it. And then she just ducked at the corner. No, you gotta. You hear that? You gotta get low. You gotta get low. The other federal agents, they come and they throw her down because they thinking, oh, this bitch Firefly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. This Firefly right here, we just got an explosion. We got dude taking out people from the roof. They throw her on the ground. She's like, nah, I'm one of y'all. I'm a human. Help me out. And then we go upstairs. And we get to see the perspective of the Fireflies. And they got a young woman tied up, chained up to the radiator. And we're thinking, man, what the hell is going on here? And it's our new star, Veronica, a.k.a. Ellie. And she's in here. She's tied up. They got her against the wall. Looking out the window. Thinking, man, life was so much sweeter before I got caught and held captive. Looking out there. The brown eyes. Staring off into nothing because this is a stained glass window. You can't see out. Sun can come in, but you can't see out. And then in comes our girl. The teacher. She said, all right, get to counting, Miss Thang. Count them out. Count slow. Count clearly. This man's like, yeah, get her ass to count. She said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She said, slow it down, smart ass. Slow it down. All right. 1, 2, because they want to make sure that nothing's happened to her. Make sure she hasn't been bit. Make sure she's not about to convert to something and I got to lay her down with a monkey wrench. But she's in here. She's like, look, I'm good. I'm chilling. I know my numbers. When you're lost in the darkness. Well, I like to say, when the night has come, and the land is calm, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Well, in this case, she ain't standing by nobody because we don't know if she's going to turn into a junkie, a zombie. We don't know what the fuck going on. We got her ass chained up. Back to Joel. Now, Joel, he just got a new job for tomorrow. 4:00 p.m. We got to show up. We cleaning the shit stains out of the sewer. He's passing the line. Everybody's like, hey, man, the line is back here. Hey, Joel, the line is back here, asshole. Now, you got to remember, Joel is about 57 years old because he was 37 in 2003. This is 20 years later. He's about 57 years old. So Joel, he skips the line because he got to go talk to Radio Man. He gets in there. There's an old lady sitting down. He's like, hurry up. Hurry up. He looks over. He's like, all right, Joel, I got you next, bro. Don't worry about it. Now, Joel sits down and we're thinking, all right, what is Joel about to talk about? And Joel says, hey, look, have you heard from Tommy? He's like, yeah, man, I've been on the radio, bro. I've been on the radio. They ain't heard from him, man. It's been about 3 weeks. This is the same amount of time Charles ain't been getting none from Lucille. About 3 weeks. That 3 weeks is a long time, especially when you outside the wall. Oh, it's a different lifestyle. 1 day is really a month in the real world. Outside the wall, 1 day is a month. So 3 weeks, that's almost a year. That's gonna feel 3 weeks is gonna feel like a year outside the wall. He's like, man, we ain't heard nothing about Tommy. He said, man, what the fuck? Have you been on the radio 24/7 nonstop? He said, Joe, I promise you, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. Come on, I'm radio guy. My reputation lies on the information I give y'all off the radio. I ain't got no word. So Joe said, fuck this, man. It's my fucking brother, bro. I already lost my daughter. I'm not losing my brother. Have you heard anything about it? He said, I promise you, Joe, I haven't. He said, all right, well, show me on the map where the hell this radio tower is. He said, man, it's in Wyoming. He said, Wyoming? He said, yeah, Wyoming. He said, show me on the map exactly where that shit is. Show me on the map exactly where that is. Oh, man, I thought I had the map. Damn, hold on. We supposed to look at that map. We trying to find something. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's like, let me find out where it is on the map. He goes to his crib. He knows he has to walk to Wyoming. Radio guy just told him, man, you equipped, you can do this, but man, it's a different ball game out there, man. It's all kinds of top tier zombies and motherfuckers that are just trying to trap niggas, to extort them, use them as slaves. It's all kinds of shit going on outside the wall. But it doesn't matter to Joe. Joe has the heart of Mo. He said, look, I won't give up. Can't be beat, won't be beat. Aim, fly, fight, win. That's what he's thinking. He said, you know what? I'm going to go to the house. I'm going to get this motherfucking almanac and this atlas, and we're going to figure some things out. So he goes into a secret stash. You got to always keep something hidden, because if Federal comes in here and does a random room inspection, oh, yeah, all this contraband you got, they on your ass. So he got a crowbar and a little hatchet. His bed's sitting on bricks, so you know his back is toe up. Every day he got to go to work. Now, they're in Boston. They're in Boston. He drinking. Like, damn, shit's tough. But that's what you do. That's what you do. When times get hard, you grab a drink. And he's looking. He's like, damn. He's like, man, radio guy might be right, because this Boston to Wyoming trip about to be crazy. This Boston to Wyoming trip about to be crazy. Let me see something. Trying to see what this place is called. We got Buffalo, Wyoming. All right. Let's see something. All right. So Buffalo, Wyoming, we're going to go down to 25 to a tower in, where is this at? 10 Slopes. First of all, that walk from Boston, let me get the directions. All right. So that's 2,052 miles. How long that gonna take though? That's what we want to know. They said the bridge is out. We don't care that the bridge is out. We want to know how long it's gonna take to get to Wyoming. So Buffalo is up here. So they're actually walking to a location about here. It's gonna be 678 hours of walking. Now I stayed in I flew into Cheyenne and I stayed here on the Wind River Reservation. I worked here before, so I know a little bit about Wyoming. Facts. All right. So on the map, Buffalo is right there. This tower is about someone right here. What y'all think? That about right? Buffalo, we come on down. So it's about right here, a little ways down. All right, so we about up here. Yeah, it's Buffalo. So the 680 hours is how long it's going to take. Now, that 680 hours is if you're not stopping. That 680 hours is if you just Papa was a rolling stone. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's what that is. 680 hours if you just walking nonstop. So he over drinking, getting prepared for this. He's like, you know what? I got to pop some pills because 680 hours is crazy. And that's 680 hours knowing exactly where you're at. Mind you, you're not going to be able to walk the highway all the way there. You're going to have to stay in the woods or in some of the open fields and look at where the highway is to be able to follow it to know exactly where you are on the map. So he pops a couple of pills. He's like, man, shit about to be crazy, nigga. I'm waking up tomorrow and hitting this, but I need to get as much rest as I can. And he passes out. Oh, yeah, Kendall. And you add in the zombie 680 hours, TM says 75, 100 days if you're out of shape. With them zombies and laying low for any like patrols, yeah, you might be 75, 100 days total. Man, that's a hell of a journey, especially when you on rations already to start. You know that stomach grumbling. I bet he wish he ate them pancakes now. I bet he had them pancakes. Coat that stomach, man. You can drink water for a little bit to silence the rumble. But when that stomach get to rumble, it ain't no coming back unless you getting some nutrients. Tessa comes in. She hops in the bed. She cuddling with him a little bit. Not even knowing this nigga is in the same outfit he was throwing dead bodies in the fire. Y'all worried about working in the sewer. This nigga smell like dead bodies. He just dropped a duct tape kid off a couple of hours ago. She was just in an explosion. That's a hell of a day. This man threw 4 or 5 bodies in the fire. Agreed to clean up shit the next day. Sold some dope. And his old lady is getting her ass whooped. And an explosion went off. Be a blessing at 2.5 months, depending on zombies and roadblocks. Man, it's gonna be crazy out there. Imagine you got to swim across a river. I can't swim like that. You gonna have to cross that Mississippi. I'm sure those bridges is about to be out. But she ain't here. She laying right behind him, spooning, because she don't want her face to be shown. So I know she's smelling all that tar pit on him. Human ass. Next morning, he's like, man, what the hell happened? She's like, oh, I got jumped by some little niggas. They were on my ass. But I'm good, though. Don't worry about it. Oh, did I mention they sold the battery? The battery's gone, man. The battery is gone. That's true. The bodies weren't decomposed, but man, the smell of flesh on fire, you can smell that. I'm pretty sure with their rations, they can get, somebody always trying to sell some natural soap, talking about, oh, this is real black soap right here. Well, nigga, you got this shit off Amazon. It ain't real. Talking about, yeah, man, we got this shit from Africa. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You ordered that shit straight off Africa. You trying to sell that to us. We ain't falling for it. Now, Joel looks like this in every movie he's in. There's never been a movie. Well, sometimes he do be wearing suits. He be cleaning his movies. But for the most part, Joel looks like this in every movie that he's really in. He was about to get to that action though. You see how he set up when she said, "Oh man, they just jumped me. It ain't nothing bad." Shit, that face toe up, baby girl. But basically, she's telling him about the battery being gone, and of course, he's upset because he had plans of dipping out tomorrow night. So you gotta go whoop ass now. You gotta show people you ain't no hoe. You can't let people play with you like this, especially when you didn't came up off of bread. And you just gave this boy a whole bag of that, man. They're desensitized to odor now. Shit, probably. Ain't no telling. It's just the way it smells out here. That's true. They probably like you say, man, they probably accustomed to it now. 20 years smelling the bodies, rotten bodies, people turning into zombies, sewage getting backed up. Man, they were living raw out there, man. But we looking at her face like, damn. But she like, man, fuck it, we'll figure it out. Now we see Marlene. Marlene comes in. They got all the equipment. This is the leader of the Fireflies. Now, Marlene's assistant, Kim, she doing a lot of talking back. Right now is not the time nor the place to be talking back. This guy is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Whenever the boss comes in the room, you don't ever really have nothing to say unless it's important. If you don't have anything to report, don't waste the boss's time. It's just how it is. You don't waste the boss's time. You respect the boss's space, the boss will respect. If you don't say nothing, the boss might come in, hey, how's everything going? Y'all good? Yes, Miss Marlene, everything good over here. But no. She's like, what is a revolution? What are we going to do? What are you doing with those guns, boss? Marlene cocked that motherfucker and said, oh, is that a question? She's like, I'm just asking. No, you don't ask these kind of questions. You don't ask these kind of questions. Do you know what Marlene is doing out there? Marlene is working her ass off. Marlene is putting things together. She said, listen, everyone clear the fucking room right now. Let me talk to Kim one-on-one. Listen, Kim, you're a subordinate. Don't be calling me out in front of people. You talking about a revolution. You talking about quitting. If we don't go out there and fight and put our life on the line every fucking night, then this fucking Firefly is nothing more than a motherfucking painting on the wall, some stencil. It doesn't mean nothing unless we're making noise. Now, what's the game plan, Kim? Miss, I know everything. You want to question the boss? I'm the one putting shit on the line. She said, all right, Kim, where's Fedra at? She said, here, and here. She said, I don't want fucking Fedra here. Why is Fedra here? What do you think I was out there doing? We put a sniper on top of the roof to draw attention away from here. What are you doing, Kim? I gave you the game plan on Monday. We knew Tuesday night, every fucking Firefly that is willing and able is going to get their ass down here. We're going to fuck Fedra up tonight. Kim, what have you been doing? Kim, how you don't know the game plan and you the right-hand man? Well, man, you the second in command. You got your arms crossed. Be prepared. Fedra's going down. I don't want them here. I want them there. We're taking shit over, Kim, and you're questioning me about a fucking revolution. We don't have electricity in our building. We have all the equipment for the radio, but we can't talk on the fucking radio because we ain't got no electricity. Why is that, Kim? Because we haven't fucked up Fedra like we were going to do on Tuesday night. Now, when Marlene came over there and told her, do you think I'm just out here talking and doing shit just to do it? I got the best weave in the fucking Boston area. You think you get this from bullshitting? No. I had to go earn this. Knock a few people off. That's how I got this. That's why I'm in command. And Kim was like, all right, you right, boss. My bad. I apologize. But she said, look, we're going to fuck them up, and then we're going to head out west with that little girl we got locked up. And Kim was like, Why? Why don't we get rid of her? She said, nah, man, this little girl's something special. I'm sure this piece of paper right here, probably said, Veronica, hey, excuse my French, that bitch the shit. That's what that paper right there says. That paper right there. They didn't show us what it said, but I'm pretty sure the motherfuckers on the radio told her, said, hey, that girl Veronica, code name, don't say it too loud, y'all. Code name, we not gonna say her name too loud. We just gonna say the little girl because we don't want nobody knowing Veronica. You know, damn, I'm giving up too much information. Damn, Fedra, they over here. Fireflies, Kim, Marlene right here. They upstairs. They got notes too. Yeah, I'm telling Fedra everything. They planning on bombing y'all tonight. Y'all better be prepared. And Marlene's looking at her like, yeah. Now this is TM. This is sewing right here. This is sewing right here. I'm gonna show y'all why this is sewing. This weave right. This ain't no wig. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. This is that real deal. And Kim was looking at that piece of paper like, oh shit, this little girl Veronica, aka don't say her code name because we don't want Fedra knowing. Now we got to figure out where to get this battery from because we know we leaving ASAP. We just got to find where this damn battery is. Lee talking about he gonna get the trucks. We gonna be all right. That's what it's looking like, right? So he's watching Tessa come over here and negotiate some deals with this mystery character over here. He's like, look, man, this is the address. This is where they at. You get it done, you get it done. Now, this man walks up to him. He's like, hey, what's up, friend? He's like, I don't want nothing. But if you get lost in the dark, he said, if you tell me to go find the light, man, I'm going to break your fucking jaw. This dude walked off so quick. I said, damn, that's all you got to do is talk to people like that? Get them about your face? So you can't talk to people like this 2023. You could talk to people how you want it. But our 2023, you can't. People got, you know what I'm saying? They got a little bit of sensitivity in their blood. Back then, it didn't matter. This 2023 that they living in, The Last of Us, oh, man, you talk bad to anybody. They get in your face. You have every right to whoop their ass. Not in this 2023, but in that 2023, you do. He don't do no working with that cooler back there either, Kendall. He chilling. Straight got, he got that moonshine. Now she's like, all right, look. This is when you know shit's about to get crazy. She said, all right, look. We can go get this nigga Robert back for that battery. We just got to go through the sewers, climb up a ladder, go through a back door. That sounds like a lot to do. But Joel's thinking, man, shit, I got to go get my brother Tommy. All right, let's get it. And this is how video games play out, too. They make you do the most outrageous shit. Like, hey, man, we got to do what? Go through the sewer, climb up. Oh, come, that's a lot to get a battery. That means we got to climb back down, back through the. Oh, fuck. All right, man, let's get it. Then we got Veronica, codename Ellie, in here. And Marlene comes and brings her backpack, gives her the knife. Always be prepared. She had that in the backpack. Like they didn't search that backpack. They just captured you and didn't search that backpack. Come on. But she's a kid. And at this point, it's like, man, fuck it. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out swinging. And Marlene's like, hey, just chill, man. Let me talk to you a little bit. What you going to do? Because Veronica's talking about like, hey, man, look, let me dip up out of here. Let me dip up out of here. And the reason we're not calling her code name yet is because she don't got the code name yet. It's still just Veronica right now. So she's in here with the knife. She's like, hey, just relax. Just relax. What you gonna do? Go back to that army school, that ROTC shit? Man, that ain't no life for you. She's like, I promise I'm not gonna tell nobody. She said, listen up, man. You know, whoa, calm down. I'm gonna take these handcuffs off you. I want you to be comfortable around me. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you were in an orphanage. I put you there. She's like, what? And I like Marlene's response. She said, you like my mom or some shit? She said, do I look like your damn mama? Do I look like your damn mama? She's like, yeah, you right. You right. You a Negro. I'm white. You can't be my mama. She's like, hey, man, watch your mouth. But she's like, listen, you're a very, very important person. And if I tell you this shit, you can't tell nobody. Can't tell nobody. She's like, all right, I'm important. And you going out west with us. She said, out west? Marlene's like, yeah, you're damn right, out west. I'm going back to Cali. Now we see Joel and Tessa, they get on their little adventure. Now, if you look at Tessa, before we jump into this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is a live after show discussion. Well, I won't even say after show discussion. This is the breakdown, recap, review, whatever you want to call it, of The Last of Us. We will be doing this on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern. We just had to do it on Tuesday today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. Support the channel. MOEDOTJ. And they're going down into the sewers, going through a little back tunnel. And Tessa, the smart one, first thing she does is grab that pistola. I'm not walking anywhere without that thing on me. What's the first thing he does? Joel comes in here and turns on his flashlight. Man, if you don't pull that big ass revolver out your goddamn pocket and keep that rocket ready. So they walking through here. You got to always have that thing together. You know what I mean? What up, Erica? Still processing the show? Yeah, I played the game. Well, I mean, the first one I didn't really get into. My brother used to play it all the time. I did play the second one. So they walking down here. It's leaking everywhere. You know it stank down here too. So they going down the stairs. This is one of the times you utilize the handrail. You don't want to slip down this shit because it ain't no coming back. We got to get a battery. You want to have two good arms when carrying a battery. Now they go into this little office and we see a zombie on the wall. Tessa gets scared. Me, I would have got the bucket. Oh shit. It's a dead one. It's on the wall. Damn. Got his ass. Oh, be a blessing. So on the game, like I said, I watched my brother play it. I think it's IGN that posted it. They posted like the comparison to the game and where they are. Hey, it's spot on too, man. It's like how I remember it. Now they coming in here, it's fungus all growing on the body. Joe making jokes, looking like this one's done. Now they got to climb up this ladder. And this is why I say you want to have two good hands. Climbing up this ladder. And when they get up here, they looking around and this body's on the ground. You're like, man, what the hell happened here? The fuck? Then they see this big raggedy ass battery. Now, this battery is for like a Humvee. This ain't your you ain't putting this in your F-150. No, not this battery right here. But this battery is all corroded. It's over with. It's over with. You could potentially, depending on how old the battery is, you could bring it back to life for a little bit. You could get a truck running with it. You're going to have to, get as far as you can. You probably get a couple miles out of there. But they looking, she got that pistol in her hand talking about, damn, this battery dead. And Joel does exactly what I do. Little Veronica comes out the door with that knife. Knocks her ass to the ground. The only problem is when she was down on the ground like that, she would have came in with that in a little pocket knife. It would have been one little kid right there with a knife, and then it would have been two motherfuckers down the hallway. Both of them laying down. Now, y'all said that was a wig that Marlene got on. Ain't no wig staying on catching a shot to the chest. Bow, bow. Oh, my side, that shit hurt. That's sewed in right there. They ain't got no glues there. Hey, real needle, real needle. She's talking about jaw. He looked over like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. If I would have heard anyone call my name, I would have automatically thought it was Pedro. And I'm busting. I'm not going back. No. I'm out the contaminated. I'm out here now. I'm behind the wall. It's hanging. This is punishable by death. I'm bucking. Joe, oh shit. Marlene, my bad. That other side would have been looking like the left side. Kid just said, come on, Mo. That's a little girl. A little girl, my tail. A little girl, my tail. That was a little boy. You know what this little boy would have did? If they ain't sterilized this little motherfucker, you know what he would have did? This nigga would have been eating everybody's ass in this motherfucking Boston compound. Yeah, kid, I told you the kids and the adults, like not the adults, but like the elders, those are the ones you want to look out for most. Man, L would have came up out. Oh, my bad. Veronica would have came up out of there with a knife. Shit. The game would have been saying game over. If this is a video game, I'm done. I got to restart from the last checkpoint. I got to go all the way back. I got to go all the way back to selling drugs. I failed this mission because I would have shot Veronica when she came up out of there with that knife. Wow, what the fuck? Marlene and Ken down the hallway. Oh, man, hell. Look at Tessa. She's standing there, got that right foot forward, too. You don't want to stand, show the, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that straight across that parallel base. Now, you want that 1 foot forward, so it's going to give you a look. She can't really see too well right now, so she want to put her best foot forward, which is her right. So it bow, you know what I'm saying? And look how Joel's standing. He's standing with one hand in his pocket, foot on the knife, gun facing them. She talking, all right, Kim, put the gun down. I know Joel, and I know what he's capable of. So you need to take that girl and go out west. He's like, man, I ain't not trying to do that shit. I ain't trying to do that. Go out west with this kid. I'm trying to find my fucking brother. She's like, all right, but look, if you go do this, you drop this girl off for me. We gonna hook you up on the back end. I'm like, hook me up on the back end. It's 19 niggas that are dead in here. There ain't no back end. It's over with, baby. Because when I go back, the Fireflies are gonna be on fire. Because I'm telling Pedro, y'all up in this motherfucker wilding out. Y'all wilding out. But Joel's thinking, like, in the long run, man, when I come back, I get those rations. Hey, come on now. I just volunteered to clean shit for fucking 20 rations. And come on now. If they about to hook a nigga, oh man, come on now. All right, I'll take this little girl, but I don't want to. I really ain't trying to. And this little motherfucker tried to stab me. I gotta chain her up or something. We ain't got like a little, y'all got like a little rope or something put around her hands. Tessa talking about, man, don't trust them hoes. I don't believe nothing that they talking about. You're like, shit, well, we ain't really got too much to do. She said, while y'all over there talking, y'all know I am shot. So they decided to take the little girl with her, Veronica. We're not speaking on code name yet. We don't want people to know that this is, you know what I mean? They jogging down here. It's raining like a motherfucker. They wet as hell. Now, when they get up in the room, just like a video game, they go outside, they get to talking. You come in here and you just looking around the room. She picks up the Billboard #1 hits. And then she finds a piece of paper. said, what the hell is this piece of paper? BF 60 nothing in 70 new stock 80x the long and winding road. What does 80 mean though? He comes in, he slams that book, and this nigga does exactly what I do. I'm taking a nap. I'm going to sleep. It's been a hard fought day. We ain't got no battery. I gave up all the dope. Now I got to take this little girl. They already told me it's supposed to take. Mo looked up the route and he was calculating and he said about 600 some hours. People saying 75, 100 days with a kid with me too. And one eye Tessa. Man, this shit about to take us fucking 150 days. 150 days. So he like, let me get my sleep in. She talking about, your watch is broke. Fuck you, kid. Shut up. So she looking out the window. She trying to figure things out. He wakes up and she's saying, hey, I was on the radio. And they were playing some song talking about, wake me up before you go. He said, what? She like, I got you. 80s mean bad shit about to happen. Hey, this nigga got so mad at that. This nigga stood up. He was about to go off on her ass. Luckily, Tess came in there and saved her. She thought she figured out. She didn't crack the code. That nigga's heart was pumping too. He was the old shit. They were singing some 80s tunes. She's like, nah, I'm just fucking with you. It was just the number one back then. That book and the almanac that they had in Back to the Future are probably the two most important books that we ever. Oh, and the Book of Eli. Those are probably the three most important books that we ever knew about in TV world or in entertainment. Those three books. But he was about to get up and test it. Like, all right, look, you got a jacket over there because we got to get a fucking move on. Like, seriously, tonight we got to go. She's like, yeah, I got one. He's like, all right, bet. Now they head out. And if you looked at his face, if you go back and watch it, when they get outside, the first thing Veronica does is she stands up like, I ain't never been outside before. Ooh, wow. She said, get your ass down, girl. Hey, go back and watch it. You're going to see Joel shake his head like, man, I'm not trying to be with these two motherfuckers. He's like, oh my God. His plan was to go get Tommy on his own. He was going to hit the road and get there. They said it's going to roughly take about 60 to 70 days. He was trying to do it in 40. Now they got to creep. They hiding up under the bus. They going through little tunnels. And when they get out there, we run back into Lee. And Lee's like, hey, I told your ass not to be outside. It's going to be fucking dangerous. And Joe's like, hey, bro, hey, listen, man. I got this shit for the LO. He said, man, fuck that. Shit's going crazy. We know that the Fireflies attacked today. So this is why Lee is acting like this. He's like, nah, we can't be on that. We on high alert. I'm doing this by the rule book because if y'all get caught, they're going to know you came through my checkpoint. And if you came through my checkpoint and I didn't do nothing, then they're going to do a little bit of investigating on me. And I'm going to get in trouble. And that shit's punishable by death. And I ain't trying to get hung for aiding and abetting you monkey motherfuckers. So y'all need to put your goddamn hands up, turn the fuck around. We doing this shit by the book. Joel said, nah, man, no. Hear me out, man. Look, if you let us do this trip, Tess said we gonna give you all the rations. I was like, man, maybe half price off the dope. That nigga didn't want to give up the rations. Tess said she wants to give up all the rations. This nigga said, I'll give you half on the dope. That was the deal that Joel made. Your life is on the line. This nigga Joel said, I'll give you half on the dope. Tess said, look, we trying to survive. Let us do this run. You gonna take everything on the back end. This nigga Joel said, fuck that shit. I already know I'm about to get motherfucking extra rations from Marlene. So I'm going to sell the dope for half price because I'm going to be set for a couple weeks with the shit I'm getting from Marlene. See, Joel, he got the mind of a thinker right there. You see what I'm saying? Y'all probably didn't even peep that, did y'all? This nigga Joel said, I'll give you half on the dope. Joel's life is on the line. He should have said the next batch of dope is free. He said, nope, I'm going to give you 50% off, half on it. Meaning instead of you giving me 50 rations, you just give me 25 rations. Joel is a smart man. Strategic. That's what he was. But Lee said, fuck that. I want free drugs, all the rations, and I'm turning you niggas in. Now turn your dumb asses around and get on your knees. Assume the position. That means hands behind your head because we about to check niggas' necks. Turn around. She's like, oh, is this serious? He said, you goddamn right. We doing this by the book. I ain't going to jail tonight. I ain't getting hung tonight. Green. And then we get to little Veronica and her and this damn knife. The reason she stabs Lee is because he was checking her and it popped up red. So now Joel, he's reliving his fucking 20 years ago. This is the anniversary of his daughter getting shot up when he used her as a human shield. Yeah, we ain't forget that, Joel. We seen you holding her in front of you when a nigga had a gun pointed on you. You're supposed to put her down and let her get behind you. But now you continue to hold her. You motherfucker. Yeah, Joel, we know. But I told y'all it's apocalypse time. It's every man for himself. And in Joel's case, it was every family member for themselves. Oh, pow, pow, oh, shit. But he has a flashback. Thinking of the cop that gunned him and his daughter down. R.I.P. Sarah, no. Sarah, no. He said, not this time. This nigga went over there and started whooping the hell out of Lee. And look at the little devil over here. Lightning just behind. Boom, boom, boom. You know it's going to be a good night. It can either go good or bad when it's raining and thunder and lightning like this. And in their case, it just went for the worst because they just whooped a federal agent. And that is a federal crime. And Veronica is looking at it like a little vampire. She's enjoying it, looking at Joel, seeing the frustration out of this man. 17 shots to the dome. Back out. Back out. Joel, stop. Back out. Hell no. Back out. Joel, please. Back out. Every time, punching him. Damaging his... Bing, bing, bing. Veronica back there like, yeah, let me in on that action. Let me in on that action. Make sure you grab my knife out that thigh, too. And then Tess is like, wait a minute. This motherfucker popped red, Joe. Can we trust this motherfucker? It's red, Joe. I promise you. I promise you. Now, Veronica's like, no. Trust me. I've had this shit for 3 weeks. Ain't nothing happened. I'm immune. I'm one of them ones. Listen, I could tell you the whole story that Marlene told me. Marlene said, I am the chosen one. There was a guy named Neo prior to me. He was the one, and I'm the one. So she's looking at her like, ugh, you burn your arm? What is this? She's like, nah, I was bit, but guess what? Ain't nothing happened. Now Tess is like, Joe. And Veronica's like, no, we gotta go. They coming. Joe's looking down at his bloody hand like, nigga, I done fucked up. There is no coming back from this. Veronica saying, look, you got to get me to the West Coast ASAP. I got to get there. They say, if I don't survive, y'all don't survive. They going to kill me. They definitely going to kill y'all if y'all get up out of here. So they hit the fence. Joe picks up the 16. Biological contamination area. Do not proceed. Warning. You got to make sure you got the proper PPE on going in here. And then there's a song that plays on the radio, meaning shit's about to happen. And we see the city. and what they have to go through. This is just getting through the city. So this is going to be a day walk just to get through the city with all of this shit and staying hidden. Plus, Fedra about to find out there's a body, plus all the bodies that were killed over at the Fireflies house. Man, there's a lot of shit that's going to go on. So you're going to have at least a day and a half, 2 days maybe, evading people trying to get through the city. And that's the end of the episode. And this is the song, what is it? The Peaches Mode. Never Let Me Down Again at the end of episode 1. Of course, I went and Googled this to see what song it was. If you're just like us, then you're obsessed with The Last of Us. Whether you played the video game at one point or you're just getting into this world now through the TV series, it seems like HBO's latest hit is going to be one of the biggest shows of the year, and it's only getting started. As with every adaptation, there are slight differences between the series and the original, and the big one has to do with the final moments of The Last of Us, episode 1. Yes, we're talking about the song playing at the end, and trust us, you're going to want to know more about it. Strap in your seat and hang on tight. All right, here we go. What was the song played at the end? Episode 1, The Last of Us, ends with the Peaches Mode, Never Let Me Down Again, playing from Joel's radio. Veronica, we don't say the code name. We ain't got the code name. It's just Veronica. And Tess leave the quarantine zone in Boston. It's a good reason why he went with that track in the final scene. My wife has an encyclopedic knowledge of the 80s music. And I was like, okay, Melissa, this is what I need. And I literally said all the things you just said. I need it to be a song that I kind of know, but I haven't heard in a long time. One that hasn't been beaten to death. And I needed it to have context. I need it to be meaningful. I need it to have before biting. And ideally without being super on the nose. Give me a comment. I needed a start to a particular way so we can have the show that running it on the tuning radio. And what she gave me was Never Let Me Down. I would have you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Yeah, I'd have had that playing. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been here by poop. You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Anyway, this is the song that they got. What does it mean? All right. We remember earlier in the episode when Ellie told Joel back at his place, she goes through his stuff. She picks up the copy of the Billboard's #1 hit, flips through, and she notices a piece of paper that says BF. B for real. 60 is nothing in, 70 new stock, 80 with the X. She overhears a discussion about Bill and Frank. Okay, so now I know Bill and Frank means B and F. Giving her the first clue. She asks Joe what it means, confirming with him it's a smuggling code. Depending on the decade of the song that plays on the radio, it could mean nothing new or there's new stock, but still doesn't explain what 80s mean. Later on, Joe wakes up and she said, "Wake me up before you go," was playing, which causes Joe to panic. He freaks and she tells him, "Gotcha." 80s means trouble, proving that she cracked the code. Now, there was only 3 on there. Wouldn't have been that hard. All right, blah, 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 blah. All right. As they leave for Boston, the radio starts playing Never Let You Down Again, which came out in 87. So you can probably guess what this means for the future. Oh, this is gaming spoilers, blah, blah, blah. I thought they were going to give more information. I mean, I thought they were going to say like, hey, they played this song because the meaning of the song meant this. I mean, we all put together that it was 80 songs playing, and you know what I'm saying? I would have played that Michael Jackson. As he came into the window, it was a sound of Burkasindo. Oh, he came into the apartment. He left bloodstains on the carpet. Oh, yeah. She ran up on the table. He said she ran up under the table. He could see that she was unable. That nigga Michael Jackson was a bad man. Oh, Kendall, this game, it's not gonna sell out, but this is the game of the decade. It's a game of the decade. So Last of Us been out for a while. They got The Last of Us, they got The Last of Us remastered, they got The Last of Us remade on the PS5, and then they got The Last of Us 2. Yeah, this is the game of the decade. This game used to stay off the shelf. But I'm sure that a lot of the younger kids that probably didn't play it when it first came out, they definitely going back and getting it. PlayStation probably didn't up the price on it too, because this is a Sony Entertainment game. See, look, the remaster one was already spiking back in September. Alongside sequels, huge success. Yeah, man, people been playing this damn game a lot, though. Like I said, I beat part 2. Last of Us remastered, 1.58 million hours of gameplay since it released. Players have spent 700,000 hours on Last of Us Part 2. The average play session for each game was about an hour and a half. That's about right. Last of Us resold 17 milli. Yeah. The Last of Us Part 2 beat God of War for the fastest selling PlayStation 4 exclusive. Yeah, man, they breaking all kinds of records. They won 7 awards, and I know y'all don't care about none of this. I mean, I play video games. I don't care about. When I was younger, I used to look at games. Oh man, they won this award. Now I don't give a damn. If the game is good, the game is good. But I like what HBO did. Overall, I give it a 9. I give it a 9.5. Just because I want to see how close are they going to stay to the game. Now, of course, anything that they change, I'm only going to be talking specifically about the show. Y'all know how we do it. At the end, we might go get what the differences are between the game. But other than that, for people that haven't played the game, I personally think they don't even care about what the game was like. They just want to see this as a new story that's presented to them. And I can respect that. Because I'm definitely not about to go back and play the game to see what all I miss. And the hell no. Yeah, man. Last of Us. Pretty good episode. Next week it comes out. So it comes out on Sundays. I'll probably be doing the lives on Mondays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Other than that, if y'all got any questions, we got a little bit of free time. Was it 2.5 hours? Oh yeah, we good. I got some time. I haven't really watched anything new. Other than some documentaries. Let me see if I can find them on here. I'm gonna be doing once I reapply for monetization. I'll have the Snowfall trailer up. I'll start putting out way more content because right now it's like all my numbers and everything is just low right now. So it's like it really ain't getting sent out to nobody until I can we'll figure it out. Fuck it. But yeah, I gotta do the Snowfall trailer. Start putting out articles on snowfall. That's around the corner. BMF. I'm not BMF. BMF. I was thinking of Raising Cane. BMF, we got that. Of course, I'm putting out videos for that. I got a video dropping tomorrow about Meech. And is he going to have issues in Cleveland? And my little theories on him, Rail, and how that's going to play out. We dropped the video about Terry and the sedan service. Thursday night, we'll have the first reaction, of course, to the episode. Friday night will be the live. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff. What was it? Your Honor. So I watched the episode of that. It's cool. It's cool. Like I said, I just started on season 3 because I don't remember what happened and all that. I wasn't gonna go back and watch them, but Kindle, yeah, I got rid of a lot. I won't say a lot of stuff. I saved it all. Well, the main things like my big videos, I saved those. I just took them down. We'll figure it out, man. Ain't no one really going back and watching those videos anyway from like 2 years ago, November like 21. So I mean, it's cool, but I did take down a few things. Any trailer breakdown that I already had previously, those are gone. Any of the exclusive clips that I had, those I cut all of those. I just got rid of them. Y'all not going back to watch an exclusive clip of Tommy, like a force or of season 2 of Ghost, since we got season 3 around the corner. So I got rid of all of those. Anything that I chopped up a video that was fair use and like I don't know, we'll figure it out, hopefully. My lives, those are actually carrying me through everything, man. We've been getting a lot of watch hours on the lives, especially after on the replay. They got that Youth season 4. I never watched that. 100 best Netflix series to watch right now. Let me see. Let me be the judge of this. The Babysitters Club. I need to start making me an account on all these. Let me start being the judge of what's good and what's not. You had to binge watch season 1 in order to understand the storyline. And 2, I mean I might be able to give it a try. I just started I started Game of Thrones. Yeah, I watched matter of fact, I'm on episode 8 in the first season. Yeah, because I did the first day we did 4 episodes. And then only did 3 because I got on the live. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm on 8. Man, I got a lot of stuff to watch. Oh, I also got rid of any of our Tubi movies we did. I'm thinking that might be the reused content because I mean we were watching a full movie, even though it wasn't a copyright. So I don't know if that may have been it. So all my McGraw Ave, I saved the videos, and that's one reason I ain't watched McGraw Ave 2 because I thought they were already having copyright issues and getting things cleared for like the last 2 episodes. So I was like, man, I'm definitely not putting it on my YouTube if y'all ain't got shit cleared. Because they gonna skip right over McGraw Ave and tell, hey, Mo, you didn't clear that. Copyright strike. Like, damn, you ain't even get the niggas I got it from. They're like, no, you snitching now. I'm like, no, I'm just saying. I support them. And Game of Thrones is all right. I'm glad I watched House of the Dragons first so I can kind of understand the names of everybody and the significance. Like the Targaryens are some chumps. Make you look at the Targaryens like, nigga, we just watched House of Dragons and y'all blew it all like this. Y'all let them strip y'all of y'all dragons? What kind of weak shit is that? I would have got on my dragon and flew the fuck away. Told the Targaryens you can't have dragons. That's in my blood. I got to have a dragon. I got to have a dragon. Targaryen is weak as hell. Jon Snow up there teaching Fat Boy how to fight. Fat Boy don't even want to fight. Guarding the ice wall. I said, this is what you doing? It may have been them Tubi movies. It may have been Tubi movies. Hey, we was watching full fucking movies on here during the day. Just shootouts, all kinds of nonsense were on the damn Tubi movie, bro. Sex scenes we didn't miss and tried to skip over. Man, Tubi, y'all need to let me watch that shit, man. Tell YouTube to quit tripping. Y'all wasn't giving no copyrights. Well, a couple of the shows they did, but I put them on a different channel before I put them on mine just to verify they ain't gonna get hit. Hey, the Tubi movies was good. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Tubi had some hits. Let me see if Tubi got anything new on here. Terror Train 2. Oh man, I bet that's probably wild. But this is what we watch right here. Double Cross. I want everybody to, okay, what is Satin? Okay. Hey, whoa, wait. Since we on Tubi, we got Satin. Let me see what this is talking about. It look kind of stupid. Shout out to them though, man. You know, I support everybody. If you trying, you trying. I Entertainment. All I see. Based on a true story. I ain't gonna call it stupid then. It's based on a true story. A sex worker blames her mother's recent death on her manager. Now filled with regret and insane hatred, Satin sets him up to be robbed by her. What? Oh yeah, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about that. I want to see what's really going on. And I'm gonna try to find the article. Matter of fact, we about to find out whose story this is. I want to see the story. Like, is this a news article story? Yeah, I want to see if this is a I want to see if this is a real story that like I picked up in news articles. Satin by Talmich. I can't pronounce that last name. My bad, brother or sister. All right, here's the plot. Let's see. All right, y'all. We might have us a little crime on our hands. Satin. This is a story about ambitious Elizabeth Satan Lewis. My bad. I called her Satin Lewis. But she did try to set a nigga up to get robbed, man. That's something Satan would do. Satin Lewis, who is pursuing her dream to become an entrepreneur / businesswoman in ATLGA 2020. With a craving for the fast life and fast money, she decides to leave her boyfriend and daughter to join Black Vinny's elite escort service. She said, fuck you, fuck that kid. I'm joining Black Vinny's elite, not regular, elite escort service. The decision breaks her mother's heart to the point where she has a stroke. God damn, I told y'all we called her Satin. It should have been Satan. It should have been Satan. Only Satan can make you leave your, what did it say? Oh, it's a boyfriend. Only Satan can make you leave your boyfriend and your daughter. I thought it was Negroes don't stay around. I thought these dusty ass dudes don't take care of their own kids. Not Satin. Satin didn't leave. Oh, my bad. Elizabeth Satan Lewis did. Well, she went to go join Black Vinny's elite escort service. That means top of the line. That means Mo can't call that. I can a business card. Elite. Oh man, you take that back. I ain't got elite money, brother. I ain't got elite, brother. All I got is rations on me, my nigga. If they take ration cards, I got about 15 on me. You know, I got an EBT card too. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You need some stamps? Holla at your boy. The decision breaks her mother's heart to the point where she has a stroke and passes away. Now filled with regret and insane hatred, she blames Vinny for her decision. Wait a minute. She's filled with regret and insane hatred. She blames Vinny for her decision. Wait, how the fuck is she blaming Vinny for her decision? Your mama had a stroke because you wanted to get in the fast life. It said you had a craving for it. It says you got the. Did I read this wrong? Who is pursuing her dream to become an entrepreneur / businesswoman in Atlanta, Georgia, 2020. With a craving for the fast life and fast money, she decides to leave her boyfriend and her daughter to join Black Vinny's elite escort service. The decision breaks her mother's heart to the point she had a stroke and passes away. Now filled with regret and insane hatred, she blames Vinny for her decision and is determined to take down Black Vinny's empire, buy a hotel, and start her own. Wait. Can someone explain to me? Can someone explain to me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Can someone explain to me these 6 words right here? She blames Vinny for her decision, but it says she decided to leave her boyfriend and daughter to join Black Vinny's. So her mama died from a stroke because, oh, now my baby selling monkey out the back of the motherfucking limo. Not my baby. Your decision to join this because you wanted to be an entrepreneur, selling pussy. No offense. I mean, I guess that is an entrepreneur. I mean, it is a business. Shout out to all the sex workers. You know what I'm saying? They want the same respect as other workers. They get it. So she joined Black Vinny's elite escort service. And she blames Vinny because she joined that motherfucker and left her boyfriend and her goddamn daughter to go join this. Now, not only did she lose her mom died from a stroke because she found out her daughter selling pussy for $55. She also left her daughter without a mother. She also left her daughter without a grandmother. And she left her daughter with her boyfriend. Now, I know he's punching the air only to find out that my baby mama is selling that monkey. And she left us. Now she wants to execute her plans. So she wants to kill this nigga. She's determined to take down Vinny's empire and start a hotel of her own. How much money is she? This is Atlanta, Georgia. You got to sell a lot to buy a hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. The only people that are going to be coming to her hotel is fucking Joel, Tess, and that motherfucker that got bit. Because they're going to be the only people sleeping in this funky ass hotel. You gonna set this nigga up. Black Vinny, you gonna take over you gonna take down his empire. My bad. You gonna take down his empire and buy you. So you gonna take it down to get his money, or you gonna take it down, you can continue to sell on the side. What is this dream you have? To execute her plan, she tangles with the most dangerous underworld characters in this tale of scandal and betrayal. Elizabeth You need to go back to the house. You need to get your daughter and get you a regular 9 to 5. A regular 9. This don't sound like it's gonna work out. This plan, listen, I know you out there selling that thing. You doing what you do to get by. I get it. But this plan don't sound like it's gonna work. He don't have a typical escort service. He has an elite escort service. This nigga's name is Black Vinny. Who's the white Vinny? And because your mama died because she heard you was selling monkey, you want to get rid of big Black Vinny? Hey, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch. They call it Satan. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, but it's Satin on here. It must have been a typo. I'm gonna check that out though. I want to see. It says it's a crime and drama, so we're gonna see what kind of drama they got in that motherfucker. But they said this is based on a true story. It looks like we don't have a synopsis for this yet. Oh, no, say less. Say less. I'm gonna make me an account. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make my account tonight because we about to start putting stuff in here, letting people know what's up. Yeah, I checked it out. It was straight. Satin was wilding out. She got her name from Lucille. Lucille had that satin on. Mm-hmm. See, it says satin, but she really sat in on the death of Black Vinny. Yeah, that's what it says. That's what it says right here. Be a blessing. It says, look, it says she wants to be an entrepreneur slash businesswoman in Atlanta, Georgia. With the craving for the fast life and fast money, she decides to leave her boyfriend and daughter to join Black Vinny's elite escort service. The decision breaks her mother's heart to the point she had a stroke and passes away. Oh, Lord, not my baby. Not my baby. Oh, 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 not Elizabeth. Not Elizabeth. Elizabeth over. Elizabeth over sat in the limo. Oh, my baby. Oh. Why? Oh, baby. My baby selling pussy. I gotta tell the girls. I gotta tell the sisters at the church my daughter work at Black Vinny Elite Escort Service. Lord, could you just bless my family? Tell my daughter get about those streets. I seen Deacon Jones the other day. He was over at Black Vinny's. Oh, oh, not my baby. They said, yeah. They saying she's selling that monkey. This is how grandma was laid out after she heard the news. This is how grandma was laid out after she heard the news that Elizabeth over in the back of the limo was throwing that monkey, trying to become an entrepreneur. Grandma said, I can't take it no more. Lord, give me a sign. Lord looked down at her and said, take my hand. I'm gonna remove you from that Satan. I told you, only the Satan could do something so bad that your mother gets a stroke from it. Oh, not my baby. Grandma laid out, dog. A broken heart, man. Hey. Oh. Oh man, a broken heart, bro. That's what really happened to the mama. Whitney Houston told us best. And where do broken hearts go? Can they find a way home? Where do broken hearts go? Whitney told y'all. Y'all think hey, back in the day when they sang, it meant something. Mama grew up in that era. Now she found out her daughter is selling that thing. It gave her a fucking stroke. Mama said, no, not my favorite. Oh, come on. We got to get the vitals in. Get the AD. We got to bring her back. Claire. I think we're losing her. Doc, I think we're losing her. Mo, keep applying pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AD, charge it up. Another one. Oh, fuck. What was the last thing she said? Doc, I'm in there taking off my stuff. Taking my mask off. Damn, Doc, I tried everything I could. Doc's looking at me talking about what's the time so we can pronounce her dead. I'm looking at the clock. It's 10:05 prom. Pussy selling hours, Doc. The doctor's like, damn it, we lost another one. Mo, what was the last word she said to you with her last breath? I said, all I heard was selling monkey, and that was the last thing. The doctor's writing it down. Yeah, I read about this in the medical book. Yeah, usually whenever you hear selling monkey, that's dying from a heartbreak. Mama ain't make it. Elizabeth killed her damn mama. And to get revenge, she thinks she needs to take this energy out on Black Vinny because she decided to go sell monkey. So she thinks Black Vinny's allowing her to fill out an application because this is Black Vinny's elite escort service. This means this nigga got a tax ID. That means this shit legit. That means you documented. So because you decided to be an entrepreneur, get out here, sell that monkey and kill your damn mama. Your mama didn't die because you worked for Black Vinny's. Your mama died because you were selling monkey. It didn't got nothing to do with Black Vinny. So you decide instead of going back to your daughter because you just lost your mama, you gonna go take this nigga down and go buy a fucking hotel while tangling with the deepest and darkest niggas in the underworld. That's what you decided to do. Your mama died from a fucking heartbreak. You said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to go buy a hotel, nigga. Cop that shit. Fuck up some commas. That's what you thought. It says he's craving for the fast life and fast money. That motherfucker went straight to the club, got some chicken wings and said, nigga, I'm hitting the block. Black Vinny, you're going down. Not one sentence in here made us think, damn, Black Vinny slapped her. Black Vinny choked the mom out. Black Vinny, you know what I'm saying, had her working doubles. Nothing. It just said shit. She was determined to take this nigga Black Vinny down after her mama died because she was selling monkey. It looks like Elizabeth was going down the wrong path. Elizabeth, it didn't say nothing was wrong with the boyfriend and the daughter. This nigga probably had a regular job. She like, fuck that, nigga. I'm an entrepreneur / businesswoman in 2020. Ooh, this right before the pandemic too. Ooh, oh, I know what Black Vinny laid them off during the COVID. Y'all remember how it was in the paint down there in Chuckalissa, Mississippi? Yeah, you could only drive through in the car. It couldn't be no hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get the lap down. Give me a lap. No, you couldn't do that in 2020 pandemic, y'all. So Black Vinny laid her off. And they ain't have no like unemployment for an escort worker. I don't think so. So, okay. Mama died. She got laid off because of the pandemic. She's like, man, fuck it. There ain't too many cops out because it is the pandemic. I'm going to take down this nigga's business and I'm going to flip that money. You know what I'm saying? We always hear people saying, oh, I'm going to ride or die. You give me 5,000. I'm going to double that. No, you're not, because you can't double the 200 you got in your pocket. Don't tell me if I gave you 10,000 right now, what would you do with 10,000? Oh, I would invest it. No, you wouldn't, because you ain't investing what you got. You see what I'm saying? Don't tell me what you could do with what you ain't got when you can't do with what you can got. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, she's selling that monkey. She got laid off at the height of the pandemic. This is Georgia. So late 2020, she would have been all right. She just had to take a couple of months, just like Joel walking to Wyoming. By the time he get to Wyoming, Atlanta, Florida, yeah, all them southern states over there, they were wild in Texas. Yeah, mid 2020, you would have been all right. You go back to selling that monkey. Like, you're no longer making house calls. But right now, she's mad at this nigga Black Vinny, and I gotta see who Black Vinny is again. You know what I'm saying? Kendall, what I'm saying is, you always hear people, oh, if I gave you $5,000, $10,000 right now, what would you do? Oh, I would double it. I would invest it. No, you won't, because you're not doing it with. If you got $100 that you can save, then let's say you flip that to $100, Mister. I can do 5,000, 10,000 off the strength of just being a G. Okay, well. Don't tell me what you can do with what you don't have, because you can't do something with what you got now. That's the basically small form. So don't tell me you can do something and flip something that you ain't got when you can't even do it with what you do got. So if you got something, how you can't do something with something that you got, but you think you can do something with something you ain't got? That was the long version. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, Elizabeth was wilding out. We might watch this tonight. See if see. All you got to do is deep dive. Now we see, okay, Satin. She blames her recent death of her mother on her manager. Ooh, this would have been a good one to watch. This would have been a good one. Oh, I heard of Ronald R.P. Pickens. I know that ain't Jaylen Brown, the basketball player. Jaylen Brown starring in Satin. Man, nigga, y'all niggas need to be getting focused on basketball. Oh, man, I'm in here. Abraham Lincoln versus zombies. Let me see who this dude is. Oh, yeah, I know this gentleman's face. All right, I'm going to check out Satin. There was one more. Oh, Double Cross. This is the first one they caught my eye. Is that Murder Pain? Man, don't tell me this nigga got another classic. For sure, it's Murder Pain, Double Crosses. All right, I'm going to have to check that out too then. Damn, it's a lot of movies. Tag the movie, Triple D Revenge, Diamond Girl. Oh, man, there's so many goddamn Detroit movies up here. Absence of Innocence. Okay, she got them things out too. That would have been a good one to watch. Diamond Girls would probably be something I skip over. Jungle Juice, that sounds like an exciting time. This Tagged. All right, we got a lead detective. Is that Natalie Nunn, though? That celebrity? I'm not a celebrity, but that reality chick. Shit, nigga, I need to go to Detroit. That's what I need to do. The Neighborhood Dope Man. Oh, man, we would have had a good time with that one. The Neighborhood Dope Man. That would have been a good one right there. That one and maybe this one with the fake Steph Curry over here. Yeah, that one probably would have been a good one too. It would have been a little ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Ultimate Betrayal. I want to see what the Neighborhood Dope Man is. I don't know if that look like a comedy or something. I want a little bit of drama. You know what I'm saying? We got the street shits on lock with BMF. So when lies, secret, and deceit tears apart a close circle of friends, they learn the definition of keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. Oh yeah, that would have been a classic. That would have been a classic, right? Ultimate Betrayal, y'all. That might be number 2. Oh, let me tell y'all what I watched the other week. Oh, not the other week, last week. Man, let me tell you, we watching Satin. What wait is this shit? Let me tell you. And I don't give a fuck what they talking about. This movie was trash. A stepmother. I watched this, had to be the dumbest shit ever. You could tell them niggas I said it. Get y'all money, but that shit was trash. Y'all too far along to be. Y'all put out You Got Served. This is what y'all put out. Come on, man. I don't care what nobody say. You Got Served is a motherfucking classic. Whether you like it or not. Ooh, just cut for me, mommy. Oh, just blaze. Yeah. Dog, this shit was terrible. Horrible. Look, let me get in on this action. Let me get in on it. How I rate this motherfucker. Do I gotta have an account? I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I'll never mess up. Like, I'll have my opinions about a show, but I'll never rate y'all that low. I give my opinion, y'all could be a 1 or a 2, but I'll never rate y'all. Like, I ain't gonna mess y'all up like that. But I ain't got to, because 277 other motherfuckers said, nigga, turn this shit off. I watched this last week. I said, what the fuck is this? A 10, 14%, 39 votes. We about to find you 39ers. This right here is friends and family. If I'm ever terrible on these lives or my videos suck, tell me. Tell me so I can get better. Don't just be hyping me up. Oh, that shit was nice. Nah, that shit was whack. All right, bet. I'll try better. I'll use more personality. I'll try to do more research. But don't just be voting. I ain't put out shit that's a 10. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never in life put out anything that's a 10. As far as creating content, I ain't never put out no 10. Because there can't be no way that this motherfucker dropped from 14% at 10, from 39 votes to only 3% at 9. Come on now. These numbers ain't adding up. If it was that damn good, that means the motherfucker going to be going, yeah, a steady decline. This motherfucker dropped. That mean niggas ain't really fucking with it like that. 9 people said it was a 9. All right. See, this is where the real averages are. You see what I'm saying? Some people giving it a 7, but that's a little too high. When you look at the real numbers outside of friends and family voting, at a 1, you got 96%. You see how big this number is compared to this number? 14%, 34%. You see what I'm saying? And they saying the median is 3. I mean, you add up all these numbers, these 3 numbers down here. With these 7 numbers, that shit closer down here than it is up there. All right, let's see by ages. All ages. My age bracket 3.5, and I said a 1 or a 2. So the average is here. We about to go in here and see too. Wait a minute. See, these are younger kids. It was one person under the age of 18. They gave this motherfucker a 10. There's only one person between the age of 18 and 29, gentlemen, that gave this motherfucker a 8. See what I'm saying? Look at these numbers. 3 people, 18 to 29, 3 females. Yeah, they give it about a 3.5. So the women were saying this shit's trash. 18 to 29, they saying it's trash. One dude right here, he must like old girl. He said, man, I'm going to give that motherfucker 8. No women gave this motherfucker a 10. Under the age of 18, or either that, they just didn't watch this shit. Even the 30 to 44, the ladies got a 3 point. Even they rated it lower than the dudes. The dudes might like old girl that was in there, but that movie is trash. Here we go. User reviews. Let's see. Her 1 out of 10. Worst acting I've ever seen. What more can I say? That acting on this movie is doo-doo sauce. Avoid it. The acting is so cringy. I can barely watch it. It's like they don't give a damn and just shot it anyways. Terrible, terrible. 2 out of 10. Budget does not, I repeat, does not reflect the writing. I've heard the acting was bad, but I don't think that's true. The writing was worse than common scam scripts. The motherfucker called it. This is worse than a scam script. The writing makes the acting seem much worse than it is. It's disappointing because you could just see the budget in the movie. Watching it, it isn't half bad. That's what I said. Y'all put out motherfucking You Got Served. And then y'all drop this. They had the nice 4K cameras and everything. I'm like, all right, production is good, but the acting and storyline was terrible. When I saw the name and the description, I was counting on one of the classic mass-produced Lifetime style thriller movies. And while I'm 100% sure that's what they wanted to do, felt more like something between a parody and a student film, drawing inspiration from these types of movies. The subplot of the romance between the son and the neighbor is also wildly unnecessary. Now, this isn't me writing this. This is from Syringa is a flower. Syringa is a flower. June 25th. This isn't me because I'm not writing this much shit. You're getting 2-3 lines out of me. But let's continue. The characters presented aren't fleshed out enough to have you rooting for them. In fact, I found myself most attached to the antagonist of the movie, the one with the most thought out story and background. Bro, I couldn't even tell you who the antagonist was. I couldn't tell you what was going on. I could tell you that it was stupid, dumb. And they're going to say, Mo, you hating on the mother black man. I'm not hating. I always say get your money, but I'm telling you, you got to give us something better. We just watched motherfucking one episode of goddamn The Last of Us and turned that bitch into 2 hours and said, Jesus Louise, that's good. We'll be back next week for more. But that's not given right here. We just gave the numbers. We just seen spikes in the video game selling. Now, I know they had a huge following prior, but god damn, man, people were looking for something from y'all. We seen You Got Served. Yeah, you can't recreate that magic. We know you can't. But come on, man, give us something. Let's continue. Overall, the movie is choppy, making time jumps every 30 minutes and poorly written. I think had they given it another 6 months to really figure out the flaws in this movie, they could have done something with it exactly what they wanted to be and have fitted right in with Lifetime. Well, I give them I cut them some slack because this came out this year, so they were recording this during the pandemic and shit. So I mean, the acting was still like, come on, bruh. So if you haven't seen the movie, Marcus Houston, he's married, his wife, nice young woman. They got a son. He's about to go to college, but he decides to stay local. Mom ends up dying, not because her son was out there selling that, you know what I'm saying? None of that. It ain't like satin. But she ends up dying. The kid doesn't go to school. He stays at home with Marcus Houston because he wants to be close to his dad after his mother passed. Now he's complaining about not being able to do shit because he decided to stay home from school. Now he's like, oh, I want to do this. And there's a girl next door. They end up moving so they don't have to look at the same house that they were in where the mother was. Money's a little funny right now, so they end up moving. The brother helps them out, and next door is a young lady, and that's what they were saying, the love interest with the neighbor. We didn't need it. They could have just been friends, but they threw it in there anyway. Marcus Houston eventually starts working at the bowling alley because he lost everything back at home. His brother owns a bowling alley. He's like top flight security that work at the front desk, handing out shoes and bowling balls. And out of nowhere, this random motherfucker just comes into this little bitty ass city. Big, perky, you know what I'm saying, top, fake as hell. She comes into the bowling alley. Now, they show us like little flashbacks. Look like someone got killed. And we're like, okay, she must be a killer. She was getting abused at the house. She kills a nigga. She shows up to the bowling alley. And now he's spitting game to her in his bowling alley jacket. She's like, oh, yeah. Do you know if the diner next door is hiring? He's like, oh, yeah, they always hiring. Ha, ha, ha. Basically, he's looking at her. And they run into each other later on. They, you know what I'm saying, exchange info or whatever. They run into each other later on. And now he's starting to catch feelings for her. But this nigga's broke as fuck. So he has a date at the bowling alley. She comes up to the bowling alley. Brother comes up to the bowling alley with his people. Son is dating the little girl next door. Now, him and old girl, they starting to get closer. They had like a little lunch and shit together. I think they had lunch. It don't matter. But eventually, him and old girl, they start getting close. It's only been a couple of weeks. So one day, this nigga Marcus Houston goes to his brother's house and he's sitting there with them like, man, I think I found the one. I'm thinking about time for me to move on. And like, man, are you sure? And the brother's wife, the only smart one on the fucking movie, is like, hey, man, you need to check this hoe out. We don't know what this bitch doing. She just randomly popped up. So he's like, oh, nah, man, forget about it, man. I love her. So one night, son is out with the neighbor. Marcus Houston invites old girl over. And they in the living room. They kicking it. Oh, ha, ha, ha. They kicking it. The son comes in. He's like, who is this? Why is she at the house, Dad? So now he's mad because Dad done moved on. But just like she told Jody, mama gotta have a life too, Jody. So he's basically like, look, man, I'm sorry, man. I'll talk to you next time. Nigga, you ain't gotta talk to this kid about nothing. Nigga, it's your house, man. This nigga could have went off to college like he was supposed to. What you supposed to be sitting up here working at a bowling alley? If a decent looking chick wanna throw me some, I'm gonna try to catch me some shit. I'm working at a bowling alley all day. Say, son, get the fuck out of my face. Go up to the room. So the son gets mad. He storms upstairs. These two, they get to talking, and one day, Dad buys his son a truck. So I'm about to try to show you guys the separation between him and his father. One day, the son buys a truck, and he comes home, and the dad's watching the truck like, yeah, son, what's up? I see you with the neighbor. Wink, wink. She's like, oh, hey, how's it going, Mr. Houston? He was like, yeah, yeah. So he was like, man, how about you take this truck for a roll? He was like, damn, Dad, you didn't give me a car like you got? And he said, nigga, do you have car money, nigga? You ain't even doing nothing. You just sitting around the fucking house. If you would have went off to college, man, we could have had some shit. But the son, ungrateful ass, is talking about, Dad, why you didn't get me a car like you? Nigga, you ain't getting a car like me. My shit got AC. My shit got Bluetooth. You got a fucking stereo that you can plug an aux cord up to. You better get that adapter for that iPhone. You better do something. You ain't getting the same car. You ain't get the fuck up out of here. So now the son is mad at the dad because the dad bought him a used truck. During all of this, the dad got the used truck from this nigga that's a mechanic, right? So the girl goes down there. This is a small town. She knows the mechanic. He be asking her about the family. He be looking out. He's actually the one that sold the truck to Marcus Houston. Now, Marcus Houston, this nigga don't know nothing about this woman. He talking about, I'm about to get married. I'm going to marry her. So everybody's like, okay, cool. Dog, this shit starts getting so stupid. All right, now let's just say they married because there's a lot of dumb shit in between that didn't make any sense. So they get married. Now she's living in the house. We don't know shit about her. She's supposed to be getting a new job, but she ain't got her ID or none of that. She ain't got no driver's license. She's supposed to be working with the sister-in-law. Remember, the only one that's smart? And she's calling like, hey, girl, I hooked you up. You got your ID and shit. We can get you to start tomorrow. So she's stalling, talking about, nah, I ain't got it. I'm going to get it to you. I'm going to send it to your email. Stupid shit. So the sister-in-law, I'm like, I don't know, man. Let me call my homeboy. Hey, hey, what up, girl? Hey, Mo, do you have the background check on some bitch name? I'm like, hold on, let me look it up. Calling up Zordon, trying to figure out if I know this motherfucker. I'm like, nah, man, this motherfucker, wait a minute. She got a warrant out for her. So now the sister-in-law is the only smart one. She did some investigating. Now, old girl went upstairs and talked to the son, and the son was in the room. She's like, Just because your dad's gone, this nigga went on a trip. It was a convention. This nigga ain't making no money, but he's like, I gotta go to this convention. I gotta leave this new chick that I ain't did no background checks on. I know my son been beefing with this motherfucker since the first time they met. I'm gonna go off on a goddamn convention for a couple of days. She comes up in the room. She talking about, I ain't trying to replace your mama, but nigga, you gonna do what the fuck I got to say. So now the son's like, man, I'm getting out of here. You can't talk to me like that. So this nigga leaves. He get the girlfriend next door. Pops is gone on the convention. Sister-in-law is the only one that's doing some research, trying to figure shit out. Brother just, hey, I own a fucking bowling alley. I'm good. Now, for some reason, the fucking son and the girlfriend, they go up to the mechanic spot. They dip up out of there. They come back to the house. Old girl went to the mechanic shop. She kills the mechanic. The car drops down on the mechanic. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Now they back at the house. They doing their own little research, and he's saying, what if this girl's a bad lady? The girlfriend is saying, nah, she might be a good person. It doesn't seem like that. You're overthinking it. But of course, this nigga wasn't overthinking it. Mama come back to the house. She get the whooping everybody ass in the house. The girl come down and try to help out. Dad ain't got no money. Marcus Houston then flew back from the goddamn convention, comes home. The boyfriend and the girlfriend, they followed her over to another family with some dumbass nigga with a kid. So she killed a nigga. She married this nigga Marcus Houston, and she went to go tell this other dude before she was whooping their ass that me, you, and your son, we gonna get married and have a family. And the kid talking about, hey mom, can I call you mom? She's like, oh yeah. So now the boyfriend and girlfriend outside this big ass fucking window, they done broke into the house because they went off to some dumb shit, like some ball or something. It's stupid. It's stupid. So these two, they go off to a motherfucking a play or some shit. They in formal attire. Boyfriend and girlfriend break into the house. They talking about, why is all these pictures of your stepmom and this new guy? They're about to get married. So they in the house. They got to sneak up out the house. The stepmom is tripping because she's like, oh, you don't really want to be with me. You don't want to get married. I don't want to go to the movie theater no more. And this is because Marcus Houston called and said, I'm on my way back. So she got to get back to the house. Everybody gets back to the house. Marcus Houston like, hey, babe, she starts whooping everybody's ass. Everybody's getting hit. No one is safe in this house. Even the girlfriend comes down. She gets a hit in. Pink, pink. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Long story short, the movie was stupid. They get up, the family get rid of the girl, and it turns out she like ain't dead or something. Dumb. Literally, that's how, when you watch it, you're going to be thinking of how I'm trying to explain it. It's like, it's stupid. Why do we do this to do? I can't even make up y'all know when I'm telling a story or breaking something, I can make up a story. There was nothing you can make up out of that. It was just, that's it. Like, this is what you're watching is what you're getting. There's no suspense. There's nothing. I can't even make up a story to put onto that story. I just got to tell you exactly how it was. Raw and unedited, literally. Watch 5-0. That's my type of movie. I'll try it out. Oh, that was supposed to be one of the shows. But remember, I ended up going home for Thanksgiving. And then I stayed out there a little longer than I thought I was. No, I could have summed it up. This nigga gets married to some random motherfucker. She ends up trying to kill everybody. They try to kill her. She don't die. Yeah. That's the long story short right there. Basically, you ain't got to watch that shit. With this, hold on, let me read. Warning, spoilers. Link. A 1 out of 10. Let's see what they got to say about this 1 out of 10. Oh yeah, the mom died. Remember, I told you she didn't have a stroke. She just died in the living room. They were dancing to "Wake Me Up Before You Go." The part where the mom is dancing and just dies is hilarious. Obviously meant to be like a stepfather, but horribly written and acting is bad, really bad, but enjoyable if you watch bad movies for entertainment. That's why I watched the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie. I said, let me see how terrible this is. Right hand to the Lord. I told my brother, I'm gonna tell y'all about this show. I just never got on the live to talk about it. But damn it, this shit was trash. Run, don't walk away from this mess. This movie is god awful. The acting, if you can call that, the son of his girlfriend, the stepmother, cringy. Honestly, don't. We just doing keywords in this motherfucker because you don't even got to read between the lines. Also, the movie was supposed to span months and no one ever changed hairstyles. Lord, please keep Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes away from movies. These motherfuckers dropped one hot motherfucking movie and we ain't seen nothing since. How do I say goodbye? Damn, these motherfuckers is writing paragraphs. Look, the stepmother was able to receive 1 star because I felt guilty about gazing at the deep cleavage, big old booby shots. I told you, it was a woman that had a busty top. Yes, I'm ashamed of it. I tried so hard to find something worth seeing in this film. Everybody is, no one's saying the acting is bad. They all using this word right here, the terrible twos. Erica Mena, that's her name. Just stick to reality, baby. I don't knock you. Whatever they paid you for that, cool. But I mean, get your money. But I mean, fuck it. At this point, who cares anymore? There's no such thing as a legacy. Like, you can't tarnish no one's legacy anymore. It's just like it is. As long as you don't do no weird shit, go to jail, kill somebody, man, don't nobody give a fuck about your legacy. One day you're here. One day you're fall. Oh, that was a song. It's so unfair. Flowing through my cup till it overdose. Holy grail. Blue told me remind you niggas. And baby, it's amazing I'm stuck in this place with you. I just can't crack the code. One day you're saying you love me loud. The next day you're so cold. One day you're near, one day you're far. It's so unfair. Sing it to him, Justin. Yeah, she was in it all right. She was in it tearing this shit up. Oh, hell no. Look at. Hey, listen. I understand. Well, this look like a troll account, but I understand. But if you dislike the movie, look at this. You don't write all this out, man. Don't. If you're gonna give them a 1 out of 10, just use this first paragraph right here. This is overdoing it, man. This is an essay. This right here is an essay. They don't need all that feedback. Come on, man. The movie's over with. This is just doing too much. Give them a 1, keep it moving. Like I said, I wouldn't give them a 1. I'd probably give them like a 2, 3 maybe, but this shit was terrible. But I'm definitely not right. Look at this. No, I'm not reviewing reviews. I'm just saying this is too far, man. We kept it short and sweet with these up here. Look at this. 3 lines. 4 lines. Okay, this one kind of long, but look at the 3 lines. This nigga said, look at this. Would you look at this? Look at it. $386 words. Come on now. Damn, now I close the thing. Oh well, that was a lot that they wrote. That was a lot that they wrote for that. For them to not like the movie, that's fucked up. They wrote that. See, I won't do nobody like that. I won't do nobody like that. If the movie's bad, I'll just tell people, hey, if you want something to watch just to see, like just to have it on, all right, cool. But like they said on Reading Rainbow, you don't have to take my word for it. You can sit up an hour and a half and watch it and let me know what you think about it. I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up first thing in the morning too. But yeah, I'm about to get on out of here. That was The Last of Us episode 1, HBO Max. Pretty good. I give it a 9.5. Yeah, we'll watch it on Monday. We'll do our breakdown on Monday. Pretty good. I'm gonna watch the trailer. Hopefully we can get remonetized. That's really what the big thing is with my channel. If we can get that back, then I'll be pumping out videos for y'all. Like bing, 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 back to back to back. That's just the lighting. I think she got some clean feet. Yeah, it's just the lighting. She ain't been walking out in the wilderness like The Walking Dead. Queen Angie. Okay. Life of an alpha male. Man, let me who is in this motherfucker? Life as an alpha male. Okay, we're gonna see. A wealthy and successful businessman enlists the help of an unorthodox therapist to explore why all of his romantic relationship ended in failure. Man, you go to Black Vinny's elite escort service, you won't have any damn problems. You won't have any problems. But yeah, we about to get on out of here though. I'm O.J, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Friday night we got BMF episode 3. Sunday I might have K9 on the channel from BMF. We'll see. I'll let y'all know. That'll be Sunday night. We'll just talk to him, ask him a couple questions, and then we get the hell on out of here. The Last of Us episode 2 Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm O.J. Support the channel. Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. Cash App is MOEDOTJ. We reapply tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy.